obviously in that World Cup brain set right now. Who was playing, Poddy? Who were you watching? And when's England's next game? Because I don't know. Right, let's load in, because I imagine we've just got to do absolute nonsense for the first bit of the game. You love Minecraft. We all love it. Guys, we have one last Minecraft sponsorship on a Thursday. How exciting. How exciting. England reside. Good. And we can stop hearing people saying mean things about us. Okay, it's Sunday. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Who are we playing, Skitson? I think we did all our ordering, right? Yeah, I think we're still looking for a backrest. And oh my god, we're looking for a freaking handbrake. Oh, and I was supposed to play this game to pass time and I didn't. Guys, should I order boxes that just have random stuff? I think so, right? That will save us some time. It is Sunday morning. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Where did a guy snap his leg? What the hell? Imagine, like, getting to the World Cup and you just snap your leg. Like, that's a huge L. Like, get a grip. All right, hang on. First things first. Do we have wood? Ghana, then Panama on Saturday. Oh, wow. Hannibal, you love that emote. Hannibal loves the Winnie emote. Dun, dun, dun. I'm doing good, Tay. How about you? Wow. Look at Moth. I couldn't play games with Mini Moth yesterday. Mini Moth was on one on Saturday, Moth. He was... Mini Moth was pogging off in chat. He was just yelling at me. Tell him he can't yell at me all the time. Yeah, I made him mad. Yeah, apparently I made Mini Moth mad. Oh, wait, where's my wood? Is it full? Okay, it's full. I mean, it's like a football. He's just being a shit. Oh, okay. You'll try. I think Mini Moth just wanted my attention and I couldn't give it to him because we were playing a multiplayer game and it was chaotic. He just kept, what was he doing? He was asking me how to run the restaurant in Kebab Shop Sim. I'm like, I can't help you. I can't help you. I don't know. I'm so sorry. All right, so we already have wood that's ready. He needed help. Mini Moth needed help, and I couldn't be the one to give it to him, you know? It couldn't be me. All right, here we go. But yeah, has anyone done anything exciting today? All I really did was the driving stuff. And I think this morning, oh, I watched House of Dragon. Obviously no spoilers. But has anyone else watched the first episode of House of Dragon yet? It was very good. You're going to the orthodontist? Okay, I wish you the best for that one, Lilith. That sometimes can be a fun affair, sometimes can be terrible. You finished the brass factory yesterday? Nice. I need to work out how to fix my chat because I went through all the settings and did what they wanted me to do, but then I logged back in and it wouldn't let me talk still, so I don't really understand. I wonder if there's like a disconnect between my Minecraft settings. Where'd that just go? Between my Minecraft settings and my Microsoft setting. Because my Microsoft says I've already age verified myself, so I don't really understand what the problem is, to be honest. Minimoss is busted too. Interesting. Did you activate Windows? It's the new age settings. Oh my god, that fucking Keir Starmer, who's now resigned, put into place. I don't think in my adult life we've had a prime minister that has remained in power for their whole sitting. I don't think I have. Like, I think they've all resigned at some point. Although I do think normalize resigning if you do something scandalous, right? Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't quite understand why he's resigned. Like, I don't quite get it, but I'm pretty sure it's to do with the R words, like, stuff, right? That report. I think it's because of that. I don't know. Rung him up. I made him resign. Yeah, it was me. But yeah, I haven't really paid attention. Every time one of them resigns, they get a massive premises pension. They do. And then we get somebody who's worse because we have somebody who, like, I don't know, man, barely knows what to do. I will say though, something that's really cracked me up is he resigned. What was it, yesterday? Or like we knew he was going to resign yesterday, but he resigned officially this morning. My TikTok has suddenly started pushing me that guy who's like gunning for replacement. I've forgotten his name. But like for some reason, like immediately this morning, I started getting TikToks of this man giving out bacon butties and carrying shopping in for a lady and going into some woman's house and trying jam. Andy Burnham, yeah. TikTok immediately pushed me onto Andy Burnham propaganda, and I'd never heard about the man until this morning. I didn't even know who he was. I had no fucking clue. But now he's all over. Now he's everywhere. I don't. Eavesdropping a cam in Canberra that had a radio on. Yeah. He just went in and stole jam. No, I think the lady. He went into this woman's house. Look, what they have to do is they have to like do things that make them look like a normal human being. And that works for like all the people who are about 70.
Phoning my mate Kia, telling him that was a bit shit, mate, in it. And then he was like, yeah, sorry, love. Gone resign real quick. Time to work at Mickey D's. And then I was like, cheers, love. Gina's here. The end.
Wow. Wow. Oh no, Neil, it did not show that. That's very funny. That was good. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. Bojo, Boris Johnson did make some mistakes. I do think he was quite funny sometimes though. Like that time he got stuck on that zip line. We got some pretty good memes from Boris on vegan sausage rolls. But unfortunately you can be a very like funny person and also a terrible person at the same time. You know what I mean? Which, you know, what a shame. I know the stuff in the cottage in Mice Macar. Is it the same? It's oh, is this a wood chopping job? I hope so. One son. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's go. Oh man, great. Of course we just start sweating. My favorite Bojo moment with his Peppa Pig line speech. Yeah, my favorite is when, and he was doing this for a terrible reason, by the way, but I really appreciate all the journalists. I appreciate all the journalists like hounding him outside his house, and he decided to just come out in his like dressing gown and give them all a cup of tea and refused to answer the questions. He just brought out a big tray of tea. There you go, man. It's so unserious, even though it should be serious. Actually, my favorite is when he slapped that child to the ground playing rugby. That was pretty good as well. Just absolutely tanking a child. Like, just body checking this child to the ground. Does Granny still need fish? No, Tay. He hasn't added Granny yet. And when I said you better not have killed Grandma when he was in my chat, he just went, haha. I thought she was in the home too, but like he said that isn't her. Best prop in the Children's League. Gina said she was old before. Yeah. Oh my god. So my driving instructor talks about his other students to me. So I just said, I went, do you ever mention me to your students? You know, because I was curious, and I'm sure he does. But then I don't think he knows how to. Oh, I haven't plugged my. I don't think he knows how to answer that because he he has to tread carefully whenever someone asks a question like that, I guess. But the one thing he did say to me, he goes, I actually use you as an example when people feel weird for being like 25 learning to drive. I'm like, oh great, so I'm the old person then. Fantastic. He said he had a 25-year-old freaking out in the car because they felt bad because they were like, oh, I'm 25 and I'm only just learning to drive, and he's like, well, I have a student right now who's 31. It's like, oh great, that's me, isn't it? Fantastic. So you don't have to worry. You have to get some computer rest. You're not feeling good. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Jimmy. But that's funny. I don't care for what it's worth. I just think it's funny. I'm the old person. And then he went, no, actually, he goes, you're a really good example for a lot of things because you're a very cautious driver. I'm like, wow, thanks for saying that. Thanks, man. And then he goes, sometimes too cautious. I'm like, oh, thanks. Thanks for that. All right, perfect. Let's go. I was opening up Ghost Chat. He likes it when I talk to myself, by the way. He goes, he likes it when I'm coming up to a junction or like a roundabout and I start narrating what I'm about to do. And then he actually like reflected how I talk back to myself and I hated it. Not because I was being mean to myself, but he was just stringing off sentence after sentence and I was like, you know, is this how I sound? Is this how I sound when my brain is trying to work? How often do you talk to yourself? No, like when I'm driving, Tay, and I pull up to a roundabout and I go, oh, do I need to be in this? Oh, no, I need to be in this right lane. Oh, damn, I should have gone over to this lane. But it's okay. Ooh, that car's close to me. Should I let them overtake? No, I'm gonna put my pedal down. I'm gonna overtake them. Like I'm doing that. And he goes, it's good because I can see what's in your head. Little does he, but I don't do it all the time. It's just when there's a situation that I'm trying to talk myself through. And he goes, I'm glad you do that though, because he goes, if you pass next week, you're never going to see me ever again. And you just have to do this all by yourself. So at least there's someone telling you what to do. Oh, great. Thanks, man. Little does he know, you just don't want to get hit by the damn train when you're on your way to grandma's with fish and milk. I know, he doesn't know that happens. Honestly, yeah. He's a nice guy. I actually asked him today, I said, have you ever had a student, like, have you ever just not got on with someone? He goes, I think that's actually my really strong point. That he goes, I get on with, I've never really had to let somebody go because of a personality clash. And I said, well, it was one thing I worried about when I was a woman. When I was a woman trying to find somebody to teach me how to drive, because you do hear horror stories about some guys being fucking weird towards girl students, not in like a inappropriate way. Well, not in like a sexually inappropriate way, more of a like a slight ingrained misogyny kind of way. You know what I mean? So I said, I'm very glad, like, I do appreciate how you are, because I have never felt uncomfortable in your car. We're starting to have conversations like that, because if I pass on Thursday, I'll never see him ever again. So we're like having a, well, this was a nice time kind of conversations, you know. Hi, Minnie Moth, what's up? Hello, hello. How you doing, man? How's your kebab shop? How nice of you to learn to drive to help out your husband. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But he says he's had a lot of girl students who have come to him after having weird experiences with other guys. So I was like, yeah, it is a problem, I guess. Did you guys just hear the log go on the fire? That's so funny to me, by the way. If you stack up logs in the fire, the sound isn't localized to the house. So we'll be out on the other side of the map and you'll hear a log go on the fire. That must be nice for them to have nice conversations, like a real driving situation. Well, that's the thing. So he does occasionally go, I'm going to let you concentrate now. Whenever we get to like a busier area, he'll go, I'm just going to shut up for a minute to let you concentrate. It's like, okay. But part of learning is being able to hold a conversation while you're driving as well, because it means that you can multitask, right? And there'll be times that you need to shut up and lock in. But like you need to be able to talk and drive at the same time. You're going to work right now and I'll be listening to the stream. Nice, Mini Moth. We'll have a good time at work. You got to learn to walk before you can run. Yeah, but I'm at the end of my learning, Jeremy. Like I'm at the end of my learning, Jeremy. Like my test is on Thursday. Like, yeah. My test is on Thursday, so. Are you sure? I hope so. Well, the thing is, if I fail, then I'll have a few more lessons with him, won't I? But I felt really good today. I just need to lock in and not be an idiot. It depends whether I let my nerves get the best of me or I do something stupid, you know. Hi Ace, how you doing? I hope you can run then. Yeah. I hope he gets a new old person. Yeah, he needs a new old person on his books. Don't be afraid of traffic lights. I'm not scared of the thing that gets me a lot is hesitation. I never pull out too early. I'm always there too long. So that might get me a little bit of hesitation. Or I may hit the curb during a parallel park, but I might not have to do a parallel park. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Muso, you're too scared to talk with anyone when I drive? That's okay. It's okay to know what you can do, but because I live in a village, there's moments where we're driving down along A roads and there's like barely anything I need to concentrate for except going forward and not crashing into cars, which is just like the bare minimum, right? So he usually stops talking to me when we approach a roundabout so I can concentrate. But when we're on that long stretch of road going back to my village, he doesn't, like, we can just talk. He's funny. He's so funny because he went, I like this section of our drive because I can talk to you about video games. I'm like, okay. It'd be hilarious if the tester is a streamer, you know, what has kept their occupation secret, imagine. And then I'll be like, can you raid me? If you hit the curb, hit it with the roof. Do you know, at the end of the, he's the kind of guy that you can have a joke with him, which is nice. Like today he goes, we're just going to have a drive-by of the test center. And I said, we're going to shoot them. And he's just started laughing. He goes, not that kind of drive-by. I was like, we can't do that. My test is on Thursday. When it's the easy part of the road, then sure, but mostly still no. Yeah, but you'll get more comfortable, Muso. You'll get way more comfortable. You will. Na, 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 na. Who's he going to talk to about video games after you're done? I know, right? Who's he going to talk to, man? It'd be very sad for him. He at some point today went, oh, I have some amazing news. I have some great news. Exciting news. And I was like, what? And because he'd been talking about getting Forza, I just went, did you buy Forza? He goes, no, I'm going to go watch Toy Story 5 tonight. I'm like, wow. And he's like, I love Toy Story. I love every single one of the films. I'm like, okay. All right. I'm like, he's having a good time. Yeah. Yeah, right, Jeremy. Yeah. He's really nice. He used to be a primary school teacher, so it maybe kind of explains why he is the way that he is. Does that make sense? Like he's good with small children, which means he can talk to me. I saw Toy Story Crocs the other day. I love gimmicky Crocs, but I cannot buy any more. Otherwise, it's a problem. Okay, we cannot buy no more. I already have 2 pairs of gimmicky Crocs. We cannot. You're a professional at speedrunning. I can't wait to see you at the top of the leaderboard then, Mini Moth. I saw Toy Story Crocs the other day. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Did you see, Caden sent me an image of some Scooby-Doo Crocs the other day. I was like, you can't be sending me this. You can't be like, you can't be tempting me with this bullshit. I saw a Thurston Waffles dress on AliExpress. That's fun. Did you get it? Did you get it, Gona? I know it's they are crazy, aren't they? They're nuts, aren't they, Neil? They're so expensive. What? Where? I have Mini Moth. I have some Lightning McQueen Crocs, and I have Shrek Crocs. I have the Shrocks, but we cannot buy any more, guys. We cannot. And you know, when I met Caden and Nance and Hallie and Amanda and Holly, we went to the Crystal Maze in London, and I wore my Lightning McQueen Crocs, and they wouldn't let me wear the Lightning McQueen Crocs in Crystal Maze, guys. They made me take them off. I was not allowed to. I was not allowed to wear my Crystal Maze Crocs. Yeah, but my Crystal Maze Crocs, my My Lightning McQueen Crocs. The thing is, they let me through with them on, and then somebody looked at my feet through CCTV and then made the executive decision to come get me past and tell me to take them off. And do you know what the worst thing was, guys? The worst thing was that I didn't have any socks because I don't hit the socks and Crocs. I just go barefoot Crocs. So they gave me like these shoes that I had to wear, and I had to just raw dog them with no socks. So I don't know, man. You need closed-toed shoes. I had them in sports mode, Lilith. It should have been enough. I think I made that joke at the time. I was like, they're in sports mode, and they're like, still, please take them off. The thing is, like, so I went through my photos and videos of Bali the other day because I'm trying to like sort it all out. There was a period, I've talked about this before, but there was a period of time that I couldn't look at those pictures and stuff because it made me sad, because the way that I had to stop doing all that, it was because of COVID. It wasn't really my choice. I think it's easier to look back at those things when it's your choice, you know, to end something. But it was kind of like, oh, this was a thing that I enjoyed that I can't do because of things that happened out of my control, which happens, and it's fine. And I've come to peace with that now. But I just couldn't look at those pictures for a while. But I looked at, I was looking through, I was trying to sort out all the cleanup files, and there's some video, guys, of me picking up trash. And first of all, I'm like, I don't know who that person is, because I look like a completely different person. But also, I was doing it all, I was like jumping into the mangroves and like the mud and the sand and everything with just Crocs on and jorts. And the Crystal Maze people didn't want me to wear them. Crystal Maze. I'm like, little do they know what this girl can do in a pair of Crocs. Like, like this is child's play, you know? I'm a liability. Yeah, I was a liability. We don't have a thing called liability in Indonesia, guys. Well, we do, but it's far more lax. Far more lax. Not having a sock match. It was fun though. I was really you were lucky you didn't get arrested by the Environment Agency. I know. Minnie Moth, is work going well? I think work's going well, guys. Did he have the ability to order the LED wallpaper yet? No, I wish so. I wish we could. Last time I did that, I got detained by military police. Don't do that. That sounds scary. Do you want to know what my life's going to look like for the next couple of days, guys? And the people who feel like have this kind of body recognize this routine. I know that when I get nervous, I get a little sick. So now for the next couple of days, I'm gonna have to eat like a small baby child, so that I don't like screw myself over in 3 days. Are you getting up early? Yeah, I'm getting up at 8. I have to be out. My alarm goes off at 8, which is good. I'm gonna have to be out the house at 7:45, so it's easy peasy. Yeah, it's not bad. I've done worse. Now watch me still not go to sleep until like 4 AM out of nerves, and then have 3 hours of sleep. We just know that's gonna happen. It's fine. Hi Rabbit, need Weetabix? Well, so I'm gonna, it's weird because it's like, do I want to, whenever I go like on a car journey or anything like that, because I used to get motion sick a lot as well, sitting in a car or being on a boat, lol. So I don't really eat breakfast. I don't want to need to have a wee, so I'm not going to chug a cup of tea. And I'm like, man, am I just going to like, are we just going to do some intermittent fasting on Thursday? Do you know what I want to do, guys? Because I'll be going into the other side of the city. I might just say, drop me off in town. Like, don't take me home. Pass or fail, don't take me home. And I'll just go into the city and treat myself. Win or lose, I'm going to treat myself to like a McDonald's or something. Just you know, why not? Tina and everyone, I have a problem in Minecraft 1.12.1.2. I do not know what to build in my world. Oh, what if you switch to 1.12.1? Do you think that you'll know what to build if you do that? Do you think that will help? If you're done before lunch, they can have an organ player event at Cathedral. They do. Oh, interesting. I like that you went to go give that a Google, Sci-Fi. They have some really good music events at the Cathedral and the castle as well. The castle does really well. So the test center's on the other side of Lincoln, to where the city center is. Like Lincoln, the like main city bit with the cathedral and all the like older stuff is more towards the top of Lincoln. And then the test center is like down at the bottom near all the industrial estates and stuff like that. Hello, imagine how tired I am. Are you tired, Dan? What's wrong? I'm visiting musician. Oh, fun. Interesting. I do like the cathedral, but I'd have to walk all the way up the hill. That's not walking up the hill, guys. That's not a treat. It's a lot. Yeah, President Lincoln. But I think win or lose, I'm going to get myself some nice food. There is actually a place that I wanted to try in Lincoln that was it's a place that's run by people who have left prison recently. But apparently the food there is like amazing, and it's supporting people who are trying to get rehabilitated as well. So it's like a cool place. What about running up that? Yeah, wrong song, Dan, wrong song. Dan, what you been up to, man? You're a busy boy, aren't you, these days? So yeah, but apparently the food there is so good. So I don't know. We'll see. We need to get some more fuel in here, guys, before we go driving with this again. I think I have some diesel in here. Let's go check. Rehabilitation is poggers. Rehabilitation is the poggers. Do you know what we're going to do first, guys? We are going to, first of all, check if we have any diesel. And then we're going to make all those random phone calls in the hope that we can get ourselves a handbrake, because this is nuts. It's so nuts that, like, whether we can finish the car today depends on whether we can get a handbrake or not. What was I doing? Oh, I'm checking for fuel. Okay, we got a full tank. They'll be able to make a quality meal out of a strip of cardboard and a paperclip. You got to have the food smarts in jail. I low-key want to try a bunch of those, like, prison food recipes. You know, where they buy a bunch of stuff from, they buy a bunch of stuff from, like, the shop. And then they cook it in their, like, kettle and stuff. Check under your chair. Is it a bag of Cheetos to make my very own prison recipe? Oh my god, the phone's ringing again. We can't be picking up the phone, guys. I've seen folks who camp that do the prison meals. Maybe we could make that a goal for this year's Jingle Jam. Maybe we can be like, oh, if we hit this goal, we'll have a day making prison food. Is that in bad taste? I don't think so, right? I don't want to make a mockery of it. I'm not picking up the phone. Stop calling me. I think it's a badass goal. I think it's kind of fun. Because, like, I know I do the spin the wheel thing. And I always feel bad when we do the spin the wheel thing. Because we're going to have to get to the point where it's like, I will slice off one of my fingers. Because nothing really bothers me. I don't really care about the spicy stuff. I don't really care about the sour stuff. Like, we ate some bugs, don't really care. Like, I'm just going to have to stop. I will jump off a tower. Like, no, I can't be doing that. That's crazy. Rebranding to Gina Forefinger. Imagine if you found out right now that I already only had 4 fingers. That's how you found out. I only have one finger waffle and it's this. The rest are gone. Only if you wear a black and white striped suit like Beetlejuice? You want me to be Beetlejuice? Is that what you want? Good song. Just so we know it's prison. Okay, so I think that's when it gets. I think that's when it starts to get offensive, Meth. If I dress up in a fucking prison outfit to do it, I think that's when it starts to be too on the nose, man. You know how Gina can turn herself into a potato? The same technology gives. Yeah, it gives me extra fingers. Guys, I was seeing some videos last night on TikTok that I don't know if it was AI or not, but it was this. Oh, stop calling me! It was this man talking about how you can grow back frog limbs if you put like a special pod over the leg. It's like a special medicine pod. And I was like, is this the first time that I have been given fake news by AI and gone, oh, that's cool. Like, I don't know if it's real or not, because the guy who was doing the interview seemed really odd. But then I got another TikTok that was the same guy talking about an antler collection that he'd been given by somebody. I'm like, why would somebody make AI about an antler collection that they'd been given? You know what I mean? Frog limb growing back technology. How did it feel? Ah! Oh no, it is real. It is real, guys. From 2022. They have a wearable bioreactor. Researchers cap the amputated stump with a silicon dome called a biodome. The inside is lined with a silk protein gel loaded with a 5-drug cocktail. It remains on the wound for 24 hours. It mimics an amniotic sac, sealing off the wound from air while keeping the underlying tissue moist. No, it's real. It's real. I just confirmed it. Hi, Nira. Hello. Do you want to see some fresh antlers? Did you just pull them off? Did you pull them off something this morning, Neil? Do you want to know something interesting that I also just learned about antlers? What the heck? Wait, did you go see a reindeer? That's a reindeer, isn't it? Guys, Neil saw a reindeer. Cute. Reindeers are so cute. Do you want to know something really interesting about antlers, guys? Because you'd think that they would just like fingernails or toenails, right? Like you'd think they'd grow like that. When reindeers or like when things that have antlers start growing antlers, like a stag or something, their antlers are not that complex, but they get more and more complex the older they get. And it's because when they're fighting, they'll get like a little nick in the antler and they'll know that that's a point where they need to grow. Next season, they need to grow another spoke. So they did this experiment where they took like a little knife and they made a little, they made like a little cut here, right? And then the antlers fall off. And then the next year when they grew new antlers, they found that the new set of antlers had a branch where that like cut had been made with the knife. And it means that like they're not just toenails. It's like it's something where the information of how they're produced must be stored inside the body. It isn't just a random thing that grows. I thought that was so cool. I thought that was so interesting. Like there's a plan inside their brain that knows where the antlers were like weakened the year before and where they need to like make the antlers stronger the next time they grow a pair. And I thought that was really cool. Don't your toenails grow out depending on how you cut them? Strange. I don't know, Rebel. Well, I don't think we get branching toenails, right? Deer are your favorite animal? They are. Deer are very cute. Do you see the video of him shaking? I have seen I have seen videos of them falling off, yeah. So in the UK we have these 2 rotating shows, Autumn Watch and Spring Watch. The UK frogs will know it. It used to be so much bigger than it is now. I feel like it was more of a thing. I think because we were like pre-internet being so everywhere. Like you'd sit down and watch Autumn Watch on the TV, and they always showed the deer up in Scotland. I forgot where exactly in Scotland. It's like the Isle of Skye deer, isn't it? I think. I mean, they're everywhere all over Scotland, but there's like a specific group of them that they would go and check every single year. I regret not taking a moose antler I found in Alaska with me every day. Oh, I'm sorry, Waffle. I feel bad for them when the felt was coming off. It looks so itchy. I guess the nice thing to really think about is that they've designed this for, like, this has been in their body design for thousands of years, right? Like this is how they are. But I know it hurts us when we lose a toenail, doesn't it? Right, let's just order like random sets because we need something. And you never know, we might get a backrest. But I think we're at the point where we're just ordering as much as we can, guys. Sky has some great deer. I used to take pics of those ones too back in the day. I've never been to Scotland, Neil. I really do need to come up at some point because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. My grandfather has a set of antlers on the fireplace chimney in his house. Well, a lot of it, I mean, it's not really like a big thing to do loads of hunting in the UK. Like hunting is very much associated in the UK with being a wealthy person. But I know that in other countries, like going to hunt a deer isn't necessarily like a wealthy person's activity. It's just a, you know, I don't know. So having like animal trophies is not really the most. It's not really a thing you see all the time in the UK. And I know it's not a thing you see all the time in other places either. I do understand that, but there'll be areas in, for example, America where it's more common, right? Beth, do your parents have any trophies in the house? Do you guys have an antler trophy? You must do, right? Because you guys have done like you guys have done hunting for a very long time. You must have at least one. Stay away from people and you'll love it. Moth lives at Bass Pro. I want to go to a Bass Pro. Do you know why I want? Okay, so I think I've always said I want to go to a Bass Pro when I come to America because it's so interesting to me I already like walking around camping shops. You already did. It was like Conan base. I love walking around like camping stores and like outdoor shops. And I feel like Bass Pro is a UK outdoor shop on crack. Because you guys have, they're massive. And you guys have like fishing stuff. Well, we don't really have like crazy lots of fishing stuff. But you guys like have all the hunting stuff and all that as well. But I just really want to walk around one, you know. A few at the land. You keep antlers of your first buck. That's cute. Your dad has a goat and a deer and a turkey one. Interesting. And they're all on the land. But for the record, obviously, like I am a conservation person. Like I do care about that a lot. But I'm not one of those conservation people that think that all hunters are evil. I do understand the need, a need that was created by humans, by the way, to hunt to reduce numbers of a population. Like I do understand that. Like I'm not anti-hunting. I'm anti-hunting if it's like, I'm anti-trophy hunting. You know what I mean? That's what I think is cringe as fuck. And I'm not anti-fishing. I'm anti-fishing that's destructive. I'm anti-deep sea. You know those people who have those like massive rods and they go like fishing up sharks? I think if you guys do that, I think you're a massive bellend. I think you're an absolute bellend. I don't know why you need to be doing that. They're like pretty much 99% of sharks are endangered and you're a massive twat for doing that. Oh only hunt birds, but my buddy is a deer stalker. He has to keep the numbers down. Yeah, exactly, Neil. Which is our fault as humans, because we chased away like predators who were hunting on livestock. But that's something that happened like 200, 300 years ago, 400 years ago. So we can't really do anything about that right now. Can't really do anything about it. Like there's no wild boars in the UK anymore, but they used to. We used to have Eurasian wolves as well, didn't we? But we don't have wolves anymore. Because they were killing the livestock and ancient farmers got rid of them. Rightly so, right? They didn't know any better. Only Uncle used to have an elk and it was huge. Wow. I have skull cap antlers from a deer I shot on my grandma's land. Only time I've hunted, it has the brain squiggles on the skull cap. Oh, scary. What is this game, Poor Winter? What is this game? Poor Winter Car too hard. Are you okay? Go 420. You okay? What should we get? Maybe this one. Hunting is a good way for cheap meat. Like I said, I don't have a problem with hunting. I think it is necessary in some parts, but I just have a problem with the trophy hunting, and I feel I have a problem with people who hunt for a hobby that they don't use the body. I think that's so fucking weird, because that means you just like killing things. Like if you're not using it for food, you just like killing things, which is a little frightening. I don't like that. But if you're using it as a resource, great. I always thought killing something without using it is wild. Yeah, unless it's a... Well, I was about to joke and say unless it's a spider, but I don't kill spiders either. I used to gag if I saw a squished bug. I don't do that anymore, but it used to make me gag. How are we going with this one? Not sure if it's nationwide, but that was like a bus shop. There were several ordnance suppliers. Yeah, man. NOAA scientists were trying to order from them, which allowed. They also, when I visited more than a decade ago, would do consignment farms selling. You see a variety of farm arms. So I have no interest. I don't have any interest in guns, but I do find military. I find military gear that isn't guns really interesting. So I'm talking about like little gadgets and stuff. I think that's so fun. But like I don't want a gun. I just like military sleeping bags and like the backpacks with all the straps on and like ribbing, and I like a cool knife. So I'm British in it. There was a time, guys, when I first went diving, one of the things you have to have as like a professional diver is a dive knife, so that if somebody gets stuck on something, you can free them. Like it's a safety tool. When I first needed to buy a knife, I bought a knife that was fucking ridiculous, and I had to strap it. I had a knife strapped to my leg like I was Lara Croft or some shit underwater. But then as soon as I like was, as soon as that knife, because the knife was made of stainless steel, but it decided to like rust up a little bit. So as soon as the knife was bad, because it had been in the water all the time, I bought a new knife. I bought an aluminium knife because that's way better for like rust or whatever. Well, not rust, but you know what I mean? Like oxidation. And then do you know, it was way better. Yeah, literally Spoonie. It was terrible. What's a short word? Hello. But I had this, it was more of a tiny knife clipped to me. The most important thing about the knife, and if you guys do fishing, you'll understand this. The knife needs to have like a little notch in it because there's two things that people will get stuck on. One will be fishing line, and then the other one will be like kelp. So fishing line was probably the thing that I cut the most. And sometimes I'd forget my knife and I'd take my, I used to freak people out because I'd used to take my mouthpiece out and then cut the fishing line with my teeth. And they're like, what are you doing? I just got to get this fishing line off the coral, you know? I don't think we have any more. But yeah, I went from having a dumbass like Lara Croft style knife on my strapped to my leg like I'm some kind of action hero to just one that I had like nicely clipped to my BC. It actually might still be clipped on there right now. I don't think I took it off. I hate kelp. It gives me a panic attack swimming through. I've never been in a kelp forest. I've never experienced that. What time is it? Okay, we could chop some wood now. Because I think we do have another wood job pending. And we need all the money we can get. I need to open up, I have to close ghost chat every time we do a magazine thing. Kelp forests seem like a texture nightmare. It's do you know what, it's a thing that I'd go do up in Scotland. You guys have a lot of kelp forests, and not just that, you have kelp forests with sea lions in it, and I'd love to go diving with sea lions. I feel like I feel like that's such a fun thing. Bum, 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 bum. TikTok have decided that I need to be looking at the sea. I don't know if anyone else gets the like sea lion. It has the sea lion algorithm right now where they're just being like freaky little guys. You wonder about the state of UK coastal waters. So a lot of people will go to the UK coast and they'll think it's gross because the water's brown, but it's because okay, there's two reasons. In some places the water will be gross because we have sewage outputs into the water. However, a lot of places aren't like that, and like the North Sea is brown. The North Sea is brown, guys, and it's because of mud and like other substrates like that, like suspended in the water. Like we don't have that nice white powdery sand made from parrotfish poo, guys. Like we just don't have that. I'm going to war. War 2. Be safe, Minimoth. Minimoth's going to war, guys. Oh, damn it. It's over here. He's off to war. War 2. JV, how are you doing, man? But yeah, there's a lot of the, like, if we go on VR. Oh, they're doing wars in VR now. Just like Pele. Yeah, the water can be quite brown, but there are nice. There are some places with more blue, clearer water as well. But the North Sea is pretty brown, guys, and especially in Lincolnshire, because a lot of it comes off of like mud flats. You know, we have a lot of mud flat beaches. Okay. Phone's calling again. But they're still nice. See, I don't know if anyone else has this experience as a kid, but like I had the experience of going to the beach and like rolling my trousers up to go for a paddle in the cold North Sea. Like you don't go swimming in the North Sea, you go for a paddle. But also simultaneously trying not to stand on a crab that you can't see because it's in water that you can't see through. So you might just stand on a crab and get your like toes nipped by a little crab. I need to tell you something. I got 2 headshots in VR. Let's go. That's good, Minimoth. Nice. He's a pro gamer, guys. You were saying about seals. Oh yeah, I keep getting videos of seals being freaky little guys. They just go and like wiggling their head back and forth. I'll have to find a video in a second. Let me get this. Let me get this back. But I'm always being shown these videos. They're freaks, man. Seal video download. No, what the hell? I don't know if this is the right kind of video. I don't know why we're doing that to a seal. What is he doing? None of them are doing... There isn't any of the... Oh. None of these are them being weirdos. We might need to find another one. Well, they are kind of being weird. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's cute. They're kissing. This isn't them being weird. Okay, hang on. Once I find a video that was supposed to show you, then you'll understand. Eel video meme. Oh. That. Eel being weird. Cute and adorable moments captured. What the hell? Oh, maybe this. This is 13 seconds. Like, what is it doing? Why is it doing that? It's just, I just keep seeing videos of this all the time. I hope he hasn't got like zoocosis or something. I hope he's okay. But they're freaky little guys. Outside of AI stuff, there are some informed care captivity. I tend to go to NOAA guard mode in case it's some illegal US interaction. Oh man, yeah. There's always a lot of like. I feel like I don't know how many of you guys have watched things like Blackfish. That's a very interesting. It's a quite a graphic documentary, but it's very interesting, and it's the one that people always reference to when they talk about like marine animals and captivity. And I know that there's been a lot of things to get ocean animals out of SeaWorld and how SeaWorld is terrible, blah 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 blah. I feel like a lot of animals are abused. I don't want to like throw them to the side, but I feel that ocean animals sometimes get a bit overlooked because people think, oh, they're in a tank, they're fine, you know, kind of stuff. Whereas like I don't know, people tend to not give a shit about a fish. They're very trainable. They are very trainable. They're like dogs, aren't they? I think that's why I want to like see some of them underwater. They're basically ocean puppies. Freaks. It's good for the husbandry aspect, so you can inspect them. Yeah. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oops, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, let's get this chop in. Too much animal husbandry. Neil's using the proper words. Potty pots. Yeah, isn't that crazy, sci-fi? There's that famous beluga whale that was like a Russian spy beluga, right? Like the Russians were training beluga whales to spy on enemy ships. Which is nuts. What on earth? It's crazy. Beluga whales are so cute. They even have ranks, and the rule is they have a rank higher than the trainer operator. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute, though. Do military dogs have a higher rank than their trainer as well? If you had a beluga whale friend, you would ask him to spy too. Only if he wanted to. But I don't have, like, who are my enemies? Who are they going to be spying on? Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo, my #1 op. Sending a beluga whale to spy on Minecraft YouTuber Mumbo Jumbo. And Topless. Oh my god. Topless isn't my #1 op anymore though. Topless is fine. Topless said he liked my videos and said hi to me, so we're not enemies anymore. War is over. And in return, I've stopped speedrunning. Definitely because I didn't want to, and I did it for him, right guys? Get in there. I had only heard about the marine mammal ones, but I imagine they should. Outside of serial killing, it's usually a good idea to listen to dogs. Dogs do serial killing? What? My goodness. All right. We'll have to deliver some more logs tomorrow, but it'll be Monday, so we'll be all right. I don't know if I bought any tickets, guys. We might have already gone to look at the ticket, haven't we? I reckon we'd already gone to go look at the ticket. We just need a box with a crank. That's all we need, guys. That's all I want. I need a handbrake. I don't know if we're going to get it today. We'll have to go back and look at the car. I might do a bit of the wiring on the car today. And then I think we also... I'm scared to, like, finish doing stuff up on the car because I don't know if I'm going to miss something because of the handbrake. You know? And I don't think there's any wiring on the handbrake, though. So maybe we could do some wiring. And then I actually think we should start taking some... We should start deciding what we want to keep to swap on car parts wise. Because... obviously, like, we're going to sell a lot of the stuff to Flatari. I think we should keep the interior tan. If we've gone to that much effort to get all that, we should keep that. I think that'd be cool. Nice, Mini Moth. The historic inspection. Yeah, so we basically need two more parts. We need two more parts to maybe pass the historic inspection. We don't know if we're going to pass it yet. We could have done something terribly wrong. I think we have a bit of a confusion about the springs. Like, we're not sure if the springs are the right kind of springs. But if these springs are wrong, I don't know, man. I'm going to cry, I think. I trust manual. But somebody came in last week and started being pretty, like... started being pretty, like, pretty, like, that we'd got stuff wrong. I couldn't find the right word there. Insistent? Pretty insistent. That's the right word. Pretty insistent that we'd done something wrong. I don't know, man. I trust manual. But, like, I do understand that sometimes the wrong number can be put in. This is the problem with, like, my summer car and my winter car, and it's why people never understand what the fuck's going on, and it's why tutorials are needed. And it's because people on Twitch, they love the game so much, but they just come into rooms on Twitch and they just start saying things that aren't true when they're trying to help people. And it just makes things worse. And I've witnessed it as somebody in chat and having, like, kids come from YouTube and, like, try and tell a streamer how to fix their car. And I've had people do it to me as well. And it's so funny when they come in. Like, I don't know enough about, like, historical inspection to be able to understand if something's wrong or not. I don't know. But in the past, I've had people, like, come in and tell me to do something in game. And first of all, didn't ask. But second of all, like, when I know it's wrong, it's like, I just have to go... What are you talking about? What are you saying right now? Like, this is not correct. You dumbass. And then they cry about it. And then they go to another stream and say how of a horrible person I am because they said that they're dumb. That's my life in my winter car and my summer car. Right. Oh, we still haven't got this. We need that. Okay, let's sleep. Because this has been such a close-knit community for so long, one thing that I've had to, like, endure is somebody being a complete tit in my stream and me banning them, and then going to lurk my friend's stream and seeing that child talk about me because they don't think I'm there. They're like, I got banned in Gina's channel, and the stream will always go, well, you were probably being a fucking idiot, and then they go, oh. It's very funny. Hi, Zach. What's up, man? Oh, guys, I want this to be more before we sell the scrap. We need more money. More. I want it to be up here. Alright, how are the temps? Okay, the temps are looking okay, guys. We're on week 5. I'm not allowed to change my title until next week, guys. We're on week 5 now. I think I've been on week 5 in my title for the past 3 weeks, but don't worry about it, guys. Marketti online. Don't worry about it. What's the other channel? Is it this one? 185? Guys, what's the interest? Does anyone know the interest channel? Like to see the bank interest? Marketti online. I don't remember the channel. There's like a brand new channel, but I don't remember it. We need a TV Guide magazine. I think that's called Wikipedia, Zach. Unfortunately. That would be kind of cool, though. Do you know what? Actually, you're not wrong. Let's have a look. Hang on. Because we don't need to go outside yet. What time is it? There's, like, no way to know, is there? Like, if I press... Oh, I guess there is. So, I don't know what Utitet is, unfortunately. But if I go 101... 101. I think you're supposed to work it out from this, right? So 180. So I have 188. And then the weather. So I'm supposed to just know finish, basically. But I don't know finish. But I think that's the way that you're supposed to work it out. Like, you'd go through the menu. I remember using this. I found out my teacher died through teletext. when I was 7. I found out my teacher died on teletext. Hi Shadow, what's up? Happy Tuesday morning. Hello. Yeah. Do you want to know? Like, it's when I was young enough that like you couldn't really understand a serious situation. But I remember going to school and we were all made to sit inside the main hall. And I remember I was in year 3, so I would have been like 7 or 8, I think. And the teacher was supposed to be my teacher next year. And we didn't know about it at the time. But I remember we did that classic thing that kids do, like, why are we all in this hall? And then I remember somebody going, oh, I heard it's because one of the reception kids threw up. Like, that would be a real reason that they'd make us all go all go into the main hall and have to go home because someone threw up. Yeah, okay, little 8-year-old children. But no, it's because the teacher died. It's because he had a hole in his heart and he just apparently dropped down dead, which is crazy. But it wasn't because a little kid threw up. I wasn't really that affected at the time, Sci-Fi. Like, it's okay. I just think it's weird that he's become an anecdote, isn't it? Because to someone that would have been like, I mean, to a lot of people that would have been a really stressful situation. And fortunately to me, I didn't know him that well. So to me, he's an anecdote now. It's weird how life goes, isn't it? Where's my There's my lantern. Okay, I wish it was daytime already. We're waiting for a phone call. It was quite exciting for us, actually. Like, before we knew what the situation was. I know that sounds really grim, but we didn't know what had happened. So to us, we just got sent home, and I remember we just all hung out in our garden, like because a lot of kids had parents at work. Everyone just came around to my house, and we just sat in the back garden eating our lunch and playing football. Like, we were like, this is sick. And then we found out later that day, and it was like, oh, okay, this was not a good thing. Okay, what I want to do is I want to decide what we're keeping for, I want to decide what we're keeping. Let's go in our garage. We haven't done any of the wiring. We've done all the hoses. We haven't got a battery yet. This is all we haven't put any liquids in. The exhaust system's all in place. I truly do think we're almost there, guys. Like, genuinely. We just need a friggin' handbrake and a backrest. I can't believe we haven't got a handbrake yet. That's kind of nuts to me. Like, out of all the boxes, we've opened up like more than 60 boxes and we don't have a handbrake. Like, that's kind of nuts to me. I hope one day we get a news channel that would be announcements of cousin crushing or pile-ups on the highway, or if you're a wanted criminal. Well, I think that if it's pile-ups on the highway, it's just going to be on there all the time, Meth, because there's never not any accidents on the highway in this game. Like, all the time. Flower with the Prime, 14 months. Thank you so much, Flower. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're almost there with our car, Flower. Look at it. Guys, what goes there? What goes in that hole? What am I missing? What goes there? It'd be cool to watch a police chasing my winter car on the TV. That would be kind of fun. I feel like the cops are a bit of a non-threat to me in this game right now. Because of the speed cameras, I barely drive on the roads. So the cops are just also not a problem for me because I barely drive. I'm always just taking the ice path or whatever. I don't do the work. The only time that I drive on the road is when I cross to go to PSK, or if I go to the dump to go pick up you. So I don't know. Am I missing something here? I don't think so, right? I don't think we're missing something. You need to leave. Bye, Minimoth. Do we need this? Probably not yet. Bye. We need a hood. So, I think we need to repaint the whole car anyway. We got to paint it this color, guys. Do we have this color hood? Let's have a look. Do we have that? Got a brown one. You need to leave is my favorite rage bait video. I know what that video is. I think we've got the right one of these. Oh, we really? Do you know what? Interestingly, we don't have that many hoods. Well, it looks like we don't have the right color hood. We're gonna have to paint that as well. We do have the right color boot, but not with the right trim on it. Like we need the black. We needed the black trim. And then we've got our doors, but they're not the right color. The interior trim on the doors is the interior, and the handle trim is more important than the color. The color is easy to fix. Okay. Do you know what? I probably will end up buying aftermarket parts from the magazine. But I'm trying to think about what I actually want to keep, because we just have a lot of stuff here, don't we? A lot of stuff. So, I do like to keep some of the seats. Should we put some of this stuff on some of these seats and see what they look like? I like to put some of the seats in the front room just for fun. But like if we're gonna do an automatic rally, we don't need all this stuff. Like we're just being a bit of a hoarder, to be honest. I'm also waiting for this phone call to happen that we can go deliver the next wood. So let's spend some time. Ew.
Hello Gina, watch BK Saturday like duck game, you play rally soon Gina.
Rally soon? We need a handbrake, Paul. We still don't have a handbrake, man. Paul, I hope you're doing well. Paul, we ended up playing that car washing sim game. Did you see that? Paul, that game is not good. Why did you keep... Paul, why did you keep telling me that fucking car washing game was good, bro? I feel like you were trolling me. You're trolling me, Paul. Okay, let's wrap up this one. You're back. Is there a My Winter Car video coming out today? No, I had a driving lesson today, emergency exit. At the moment, I'm doing it every other week, but it's because I got a lot of stuff going on. You played it for 5 minutes. Paul was trolling me, guys. Paul made me download that game, and he only played it for 5 minutes. What the hell? Can't believe this. Okay, let's get rid of this. Hi, Megs. What's up? Hello, hello. We're being gaslit by Paul. Not gaslit, it's the wrong word, but we're being trolled by Paul. Okay. I have watched it, but it's obviously no spoilers in chat, right? But I have watched it. I don't know. I already know that what happened in the episode was known to people who have read the stuff about it. Like, it's not a shock to them. I didn't. That was interesting to me that happened. I was like, oh. Yeah, I had no idea. Very, very cool episode. Do you have 1,000 boxes achievement? No. As of right now, emergency exit. If anyone has that, achievement, they've done it illegitimately. Is my guess. Illegitimately. Or they've just not stopped playing this fucking game since it came out. And when I say not stop playing, I know it appears like I've not stopped playing, but I have. I only play for 2 days a week, you know? Hi Blightmine, hi Midi. Midi, I really enjoyed that stream on Sunday. That was fun. And I don't know the guy you were interviewing that well, but he's such a good sport. That's all I kept thinking. I'm like, this guy's such a good sport. Gina, can I see the car? Is it done? You want to see my car? We're waiting for a phone call so I can go deliver some wood right now. Hang on, let's pop this here. Okay, hang on. This is my car. Oh my god. Here's the car. You like it? So I'm trying to do the historical for people who don't know what the fuck is going on with this game. Basically, I'm trying to do a historical inspection. So you have to build the car normally anyway, but I'm trying to do the historical inspection, which means I'm trying to make this car as if it had just come fresh out of the factory, which means I had to look at this and we had to decode this. This is called a VIN plate. And it told me that, like, what color the car is, what suspension it has, what kind of gearbox it has, like what it has a tan interior. We're missing 2 things. We're missing a tan backrest, and we're missing a handbrake. So we're just kind of waiting for the boxes to come in. It was so much fun. I'm glad you took it well. It was cool. I enjoyed watching. Good time. I drank too much Pause Friday during World Cup. Also, someone needs to teach that man how to tie a tie. I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to be like, does he not know how to tie a tie? Okay, where are we? Man did his best. I know how to tie a tie. I had to tie a tie every single day in school for like 6 years. I had a prefect's tie as well, guys. I'd show you my school tie, but I don't want to dox my school because I'm still living in that village, so. Right. Guys, I think we need to get rid of... maybe not necessarily get rid, but we need to take a lot of the stuff to Flataris already, so it's not on here. Gina, don't play Carpet Cleaning Simulator. Very slow game and shit. Thanks. Okay, Paul, thank you. Thanks for the comms, man. Do you know what, Paul? I downloaded it and I was ready to... I was ready to play Carpet Cleaning Simulator 4. Now I won't. Now I'm not going to do it. Megs with the 5 stream streak. Sorry, the 5 million stream streak. Thank you, Megs. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right. I know I keep waiting. Do you know what? Let's check our bills. Maybe we've got a phone bill that needs paying. Maybe that's not why we haven't got a call yet. It's just my scrap heap. Yeah, Math. They've finally given out that plant award thing to everyone, haven't they? They've finally done that. So you guys have got the Sprout badge thing on my channel now, right? I keep seeing it pop up. That you can grow a flower now. Guys, why is this phone not ringing? I'm gonna cry. They took yours away. If you break your streak, do you lose it? You lose the badge? Look, Sci-Fi's already got a fully grown flower. Look at that shit. Nice. Midi, do you wanna meet my girlfriend in this game? You wanna meet my girlfriend? We had a girlfriend in the last game, but she doesn't want to talk to us anymore. So we have a new girlfriend. You want to see her huge peep? This is my new girlfriend. She's called Suzuki. Subaruski? Oh no, I forgot her name. It's okay, but this is my girlfriend. She's very happy. Flirt. Suzuki. Oh, phone call. There we go. This is what we wanted. And we got to go into town. All right, perfect. This is great. We love her very much, yeah. Hi, bipedal. Okay, that's hilarious. Well done. It's our girlfriend. So in the first game, there's a whole plot line in the first game where you have to like date a girl called Suzuki, and you get the credits because you make her pregnant. Like you have all it takes is one night, guys. You have one night of passion on the ski hill. And then credits roll after she calls you and says, I'm pregnant. And so we still haven't found, he still hasn't added story to this game, but Suzuki's not here. So I had to make my own girlfriend. I feel like I only saw the flower grow thing yesterday. So some people were able to do it, Midi, and some people were not. My channel is a channel that Twitch like to... I've realized that my channel is in like the 50% where Twitch like to test things. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, let's try this new thing on this streamer, and if it's bad, they can just suck it, I guess. Which means sometimes I get things like the badges, which is nice. Yeah, it's every 3 watches you get a badge or something, I think. Suski is at the Food Flame Factory. No, apparently that's not... He said that that's not Suski. It ended 15th of June for you. Oh, weird. Well, I think because you've got like a fully grown flower, Stevie. We all like to test you. Do you know what? Oh my god! In my driving lesson today, nobody's done this before, by the way. But for some reason, this is the first time I've driven towards the time of the day where it's super busy. Like usually I go middle of the day. But this was like kind of rush hour-esque traffic, right? But for some reason today, it happened 3 separate times. Instead of just following like the normal flow of traffic, 3 times today, cars stopped to like allow me to go when they shouldn't have. And every time they did it, my driving instructor's like, I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why they're trying to help you right now. So I don't know what kind of vibe I was giving off today, but everyone wanted to help me on the road for some reason. Like I was pulling out of a junction, and a lady just stopped in the middle of the road, even though she wasn't indicating to turn in the junction. She just stopped in the middle of the road and was like, "You can." And it's not like the traffic was that busy. Like I didn't need help. Like I was like, "Why are you helping me?" Because I was getting ready to go after her. You know, I was like gearing up to it. That's the 3 times that anyone will stop to help you. Well, it's because I have massive L's on my car, isn't it? Huge L. They're like, wow, there's a loser in that vehicle. Let's help her out. But they just want to help me. Hi, Crow. I don't know, it's stupid. There was a guy that didn't plow out a roundabout so a learner could go. That's so dumb. So okay. As somebody who's going through it right now, I know people are just trying to be kind, and I know they're like, oh, it's a learner, let's help him out. But I'm trying to go at the appropriate time. And when you suddenly make the time inappropriate and confusing, you go, what the fuck is going on? And then I was talking to my instructor today, because he's like, I'm like, would I have got in trouble if I didn't go versus, or like if I went? And he goes, there comes a point where you just have to go, even if that person shouldn't have stopped, because then it becomes you're holding up the traffic. Even though you're trying to do the thing that you should be doing, you're now holding up the traffic because you're not moving. And I wouldn't get in trouble with that. Because I was like, I shouldn't have gone then, but she's letting me. And he's like, okay, well, if she's letting you and she, but there was this awkward situation where I just kind of refused to go. And the lady looked at me and went, oh, like she got really pissed off with me that I didn't go. She was so mad about it. like she felt like she was being a savior or something, and then I dared like turn her down. I know. It's just silly. Just wave and pass and wait. Yeah. I do understand the one in, one out thing. Learning how to drive had me shaking life. I've got my test on Thursday, Midi. I've got my test on Thursday. So fingers crossed. It's quite common to fail first time, but I'm not trying to fail, you know. And today was good. But we're gonna try. If people hesitate for more than about 1 second, I just say my turn because I can't be bothered to be over polite to someone on the roads. Yeah, sure, right? I just don't know why everyone was trying to help me today. My fingers and toes all crossy. Thank you. I don't have my own car yet. I'm waiting for my uncle to get back because he's like he's retired now, but he was like a used cars dealer. So I'm gonna make him come with me. Like, I'm gonna make him come with me so that he can like talk the guy down or make sure I don't get scammed. That's the plan. Do you know what do you think Topless is preparing? It's been over a month since the last update. Also, good luck on the test. Thank you, Emergency Exit. I don't know. What I would hope that Topless is working on is some kind of story content for this game. Like world building, you know? I hope. That's what I would like. I want to know what's happened to Grandma. I want to do jobs for Grandma if she's alive. I want to do stuff for Cousin and Uncle. Because I feel like this game is lacking... This game has like a lull in it for sure when you're waiting for boxes and stuff to come. So if there's any odd jobs that we can do for people that will make us more money, I think that would be really cool. And maybe that's why he hasn't rebalanced wages and stuff. When you said you're waiting for your uncle, I thought you meant to borrow his van. He's got a big old camper van. I want to be comfortable enough to be able to drive a camper van. I really want that. Or at least a van. I would really like, if I had all the money in the world, I would like, I know I've talked about this before, I would really like a stealth van. Like one of those vans that looks like, it just looks like a normal van, but it's like a full-on house inside. I think that'd be so cool. You can cut my lawn. I'll give you a pack of digestive biscuits. Nice. You can do that. I hope Topless is enjoying his summer because his winters are like 70% night. It was summer solstice yesterday, I think, right, Neil? I didn't even know it was summer solstice until you posted that thing in Discord, Neil. I didn't realise. You had his stealth van for a few years. I just think it'd be really cool. I want one because you can park anywhere and people don't get mad and just sleep there. But like I would like one because I'm lucky enough that I've got a lot of my friends have scattered all over the UK. So I have a lot of places that I can go visit to go see, you know, my mates that I went to uni with, that I went to school with, that I've met through whatever. And I think it would be so cool to just be able to pull up on someone's driveway so that they don't have to go out of their way to... I mean, people love to host. I do understand that. But, like, I could go visit someone with, like, absolutely no bother to them. I could just park on their driveway and go sleep. Sleep in their driveway for the night, you know? Like, they don't necessarily have to have a spare room or anything like that. And I won't have to sleep on... Oh, my God. I will sleep on a blow-up bed. I will sleep on a blow-up mattress. I'll do that. My back hasn't given out yet. But I know there will come a time where I don't want to do that anymore. You know? Medium wheelbase transit. So on the boats, you get charged for a car. I didn't know that, Neil. The other thing that I would really like, Neil, I really enjoy seeing people's houseboat conversions. not to necessarily drive around, but to like just live in a houseboat, and you have like a permanent docking like area. Houseboats are so pretty. The only thing that worries me about a houseboat is it's not very safe, especially if I was by myself. So I need to marry someone, and then I can live on a houseboat. Then I'll feel safe. Or I could just have a massive dog, but I feel like that would be really cruel to the dog to live on a houseboat. I hate the progression to summer solstice because this is the point where the sun is constantly pointing into my room. It's boiling hot. Oh my gosh. Are you in Finland, Capo? This week in the UK is going to be a bit sweaty, guys, so get ready to hear me complain for the next week, okay? But I'm allowed, alright? You can have a big dog and I'll hook you up with a shotgun. I don't know if I could be trusted with one of those, Neil. Can I ask a genuine question? You know that people buy guns and then put them in a safe for protection in like America or whatever? They're like, oh, I have this gun in case somebody breaks into my house. If someone legitimately breaks into your house, do you have time to go to a safe and put the combination in and then load the gun and then take the safety off? Like, because in my head, most people don't keep them in a safe. That's scary.
I'm a sausage. I'm a sausage. I'm a sausage. I'm a sausage. I'm a sausage.
That's scary, especially if they have like kids in the house. Poddy, thank you, man. Thank you for the hot dog. Hi, Foxtrot. Summer is great below 32 degrees Celsius. I was just thinking, I was like, you wouldn't have time. You just wouldn't have time. So then I'm like, so what are these? Well, I guess maybe in some people's brain it's better to have it than not have it. I don't want to like have a discussion about why people shouldn't buy them. I just always thought that you wouldn't have the time. If you need quick access, most folks have a bioscan saves that can be opened quicker. Oh. Quicker access type containers where you press certain finger buttons, but it still takes time. Yeah. Do you want to know something? When I was a kid, I used to like sleeping with the door open with my... I used to like sleeping with the door wide open, my door open, and then also staring outside my room door because I had it in my head that if somebody broke into the house, I would know about it because I had my eyes on my open door all night. It's like I could do something about it. But then my mum started to say if there was a house fire in the middle of the night, I would be the first one to die because fire takes time to get through doors. But if my door is open, I'm just going to burn. So then I had to close my door. Then start closing my door. Yeah. Child logic, yeah. I shouldn't have watched I was one of those kids who shouldn't have watched the news, you know what I mean? Because it just gave me anxiety. Like, and I'm not like that now because I'm an adult. But I remember when I was a kid, I saw on the TV flooding, and then every time it rained, after I'd seen that news report about flooding, I was inconsolable, just in tears, couldn't sleep because I was convinced it was going to flood. And then, what was the other one that I had problems with? Oh my god, look at this bus! It's like across the road. Oh, it's not across the road. Did you have a moment in 2012? So I was 17, 18 in 2012. So by then, we were okay. by then we'd kind of got it in our heads that we were not done. That's you with tornadoes and two zombies. That's scary, Nance. Hi, Nance. That's fucking terrifying, though. Oh, also, The Sims scarred me because of the fire alarm in the house. Like, the burglars. And I was convinced that burglars were going to break into the house because of that. Just barging in. Like the Kool-Aid man. No, you're good. There was something else that, like, really used to wind me up, and I can't remember what it was. I used to be really scared of animatronics. I didn't like them. But you guys already know about that. That's because that guy tickled me in that skeleton costume once. Oh, another thing that used to, like, really freak me out was, we used to have, like, you guys must have had, like, role play days, right? Yeah. You guys must have had role play days when you were in school, right? Where you learn about history, and then you dress up and, like, do a day as that, like, period in history. When I was in reception class, so when I was like 6, probably 5, 6 years old, we had a Victorian Day, which meant that like instead of I was instead of having like a nice, chilling, relaxing day learning about numbers and all those fun things, we were made to line up and we were like talked to really sternly, like we were in like some kind of Victorian workhouse, and it made me not want to go to school for the next 4 months. Like they had to carry me in crying because I'd been traumatized pretending to be a Victorian child. Like they had to carry me in. You need to think less of the American system. We don't get much. Well, when I talk about these roleplay days, Lilith, we had a roleplay day where we were pretending it was World War One, and my teacher would play an air raid siren, and we would all have to get under the tables as fast as possible, like, and pretend that we were in like an Anderson shelter, and we were about to get bombed, like in the Blitz. And then we had a victory in England celebration day after at the end. No, Pele. Do you know what? Pele, as I was saying it, I was like, someone's going to say that. Someone's going to say that, and I'm going to feel really awkward. Because I'm talking about this fun roleplay experience, and now it's like, oh wait, you guys actually have to do that. Like it was something that came into my mind as I was saying it. I was waiting for someone to say it. I did have an Underground Railroad Day. Railroad Day in the library once. An Underground Railroad Day? What is that? That sounds fun. We had a Greek Day. We had a Greek Day where they had brought in loads of Greek food, and this is fun. In art class, we made like Greek theatre masks, and then in design and technology, we made togas. And we had to, and then in English, we like wrote a play to do with like a Greek, like a Greek myth. Like we had to write our own version of a Greek myth. And then we had this Greek day towards the end of the term where we had to perform our Greek plays in our masks and our togas. And then they let us eat Greek food. I remember that. That was cool. When I was in 2nd grade, my teacher taught us about segregation, where you just got to class, you got 1 or 2 types of paper strips. You can give 1 strip of paper, you had to sit at your desk and do schoolwork. The other group got to have cupcakes and snacks and play games in a rug area, like right next to our desk. I got the schoolwork paper and cried. Crying because you have to do more work than other people is so funny, but it's so valid as well. So guys, I want to go get, I want to go see if we have any, I want to go see if we have any things to deliver, but I don't want to have to drive over there in the tractor. It's so annoying. It works. Yeah. That's what that was with the Victorian thing. They segregated us by boys and girls. We went on a trip to like a workhouse and had to pretend to be Victorians as well. They did this to us a lot. I don't know why. We had to be poor Victorian children a lot, and we were never rich Victorian children. We were always in a workhouse and impoverished. It was terrible. Like it was never a fun Victorian experience. Did you eat mummies? What if I said yes, Lilith? Like, imagine. What if my answer to that question was like, oh yeah, we did, yeah. Yeah, we went to the British Museum and we all got to like chew on an arm. It was a really fun day out. They didn't let the one rich kid in your class be the boss or factory owner? No. No, unfortunately not. Alright. The bus driver. We're going to walk to our house because it's not like we've got anything else to do. I remember our school had an old world day too. They let us see what hard work the workhouse was, and they asked if we'd rather stay doing this or go back to school, and we all asked if we could stay on the treadmill instead. I don't know. So we always get to go to like Victorian workhouses because I guess they still exist, right? Like that was a pretty common school trip. Like go pretend to be a Victorian child in a workhouse. Also, you're an orphan. Like that's what they tell us. I remember how fun history was. Hi, Peely, by the way. I didn't say hi to you. I just told you off. just said Pele. Why'd you say that? I hope you're doing well, Pele. Victoria Shaw has a lot of children. Must be her secret. It is, yeah. Has a lot of children. Pele deserved it. Pele does deserve it. We get incremental Pele visits now, don't we? For good reason. We have a break from there's like a Pele cooldown period. It's keeping him busy, yeah. It's keeping him busy. I put the child role play commercial 30 seconds in your Discord general chill zone. A child's been assigned to dress as one of the US presidents. That's fun. I like that. Dun, dun. Okay, here's another question I have about American schools or like American stuff that I don't know if I've just been convinced by. I've just been convinced by like TV shows. Do you guys have like, do most schools, or is it like only one or two, put on like crazy ass productions for theatre? Because whenever I see some TikToks sometimes of like schools with the craziest like props and the craziest stages and the craziest things. We had a crazy theatre program. You guys' theatre programs must be so stacked. But does it have like a lot of outside influence? Like, do you get a lot of like investment from outside? Most go as wacky as possible. It's crazy. Some do. That's fun though. I like that. Some get sponsors. That's really cool. It was interesting to me because I remember it was around the time that Glee was like a big thing. It was protect the arts in schools, wasn't it? There was a lot of like funding is being cut from arts in schools in the US. And I always thought that was interesting because then I'd see like some of the art budgets for plays and I'd go, what the fuck? Yeah, cut it. My ex-Mrs. sister was still in school when I lived over there and the theatre department was the fucking tears. Oh, that's so fun though. My high school had a full theatre with a professional lighting and audience. See that? Guys, we got to go to the village hall where there was probably some guy called Barry on some lighting system that he'd borrowed from like some wedding contractor. Hi Casper, I literally just played my wins. You did? Wow, that's crazy. All right, no, guys, we're gonna lose our unemployment benefits. Based on the information you provided us, we are offering you the following job. Please note that failing to apply or accept the offered job may lead to reassessment of your unemployment status. Absolutely not. We will not be doing that. This, guys, when the unemployment notice is in my box, it won't let me pay for my it won't let me pay for my phone bill. There it is. Perfect. All right. So we do have boxes we can pick up. We got to hope that our handbrake is in there, guys. That's all we need. We had a class in my high school specifically for being techs in the theatre program. So I wanted to do music technology. For my A levels, I'd signed up for English literature, biology, chemistry, and then I also wanted to do music technology. But they didn't get enough people to run the course, which pisses me off because there was like 7 of us that wanted to do music tech and then 3 people that wanted to do music for A levels. And they were like, we're going to run music, but we're not going to run music tech. And I was like, damn it. And I think about that now and I'm like, damn, music tech actually would have been really useful for me. And I've done a bit of it since and self-taught a bit of it since. But I was like, damn it, I really wanted to do that. My high school was built as an overflow school, so we didn't have much. Oh, damn. Is it like the one thing that bothers me with a lot of American school stuff that I see is when they have teachers that have to fund like the resources. That pisses me off. You did music tech many years ago, and you probably, do you know what? I bet you did music tech, and then some kind of like electronics or like resistant materials type thing going on. I bet that's what you did. If I could guess. Our teachers did a lot of class fundraisers for supplies. That makes me so sad. Like that even like just general supplies for classrooms are not in budget. Oh, that's nuts to me. Music techs and bombs in the bus stop. Nice. Hell yeah. Let's go. And a computer course or two, but that was pointless. So computer courses, computer has changed. ICT, information technology, has changed a lot, hasn't it, over the past 20 years. There's many things that make me wish I wasn't a kid right now. But one thing that I would love to do again would be the IT lessons, because when I learned IT, it was how to use Word, how to use Excel, how to use PowerPoint, and then it was how to make a poster. But now they get taught like actual coding, and I think that's so cool. And I know that I can go and learn that myself now if I wanted to. But I think it's really cool that kids get to learn how to program, or like get the basic steps on how to program in school, instead of how to use a Word document, which is important as well. But like, we were just not taught that. You were taught coding in school. That's interesting to me, because I feel like that must have been like so unusual for the time, right? Because you were like about the same age as me, right, Lilith? But they moved from software-based to hardware-based teaching. And when I was doing teacher training, they were offering so much money for people. So in the UK, they pay you to become a teacher if you have a subject that they're in need of. So I got paid to train to be a teacher because they needed science teachers. Same with like language teachers. Same with IT teachers. Because they were moving from software to hardware based and like more coding based. And a lot of the people who were teaching, a lot of the teachers who were teaching IT didn't know how to code. They just knew how to use Microsoft Word and Excel. We did a little bit of coding, but I didn't opt to it any further because of other class members. Yeah, I mean, I guess our time in school was... You're 35 in a couple of months. Okay, yeah. Our time in school was like when they were still... I mean, I think maybe it still is the case now. But, you know, when there was like so many programs to like push girls into doing engineering and science and all that stuff, because it was still very much something that was seen as for boys, you know? And they were trying to like fill the gap, bridge the gap. We had a program where you went to a tech college for classes. So we had a lot of tech classes that were more advanced than my high school. So we had coding and whatnot in our computer classes outside the 101 class. That's so cool. If I could... I got really into like Darknet Diaries, if anyone watches that podcast. I haven't listened to it in a while, but it made me like wish that I was a little freak on the internet when I was like 12. Or it makes me wish that I was like 5 years older, because I definitely would have got into all the like OPSEC stuff, and an OPSEC career sounds so interesting to me. And I know I could teach myself that now and do it now, but we haven't. Guys, I don't know if these are new tickets or what. But I find the early years of hacking and security on the internet really interesting. And I love to listen to those stories about it. Our coding robotics were all so male dominated, and I was still very uncomfortable with that, so I passed. I mean, yeah. Little did we know, Crow, that a lot of those guys in those classes were maybe some of the most chill guys out there. Little did we know. If I could take a tech class right now, I feel like it would be a Microsoft Excel class. You think so? I remember being taught Microsoft Excel when I was like 11, 12. My school was so lame. I was the only student in the entire school who wanted to take C++, and they wouldn't let me take it because they need at least 3 people. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? I mean, it does make sense logistically, but it sucks that you have to tell a kid that wants to learn something that they're not allowed to learn. We collected viruses. Oh, that scares me. I was too much of a square as well. To be honest, I was a square. So I think it would have made me anxious to learn about hacking when I was like 13. I think that would have frightened me a little bit. Do you have to take a typing class? No, actually, I don't think so. Mavis Beacon. Mavis, what is Mavis Beacon? Is that like a method of typing? I don't think I can touch type to this day. I mean, you guys have seen the way I fucking spell and type in other people's chats. It's embarrassing. Because I type and hit enter and I don't read it before I press enter. And then as soon as I've pressed enter, I read it and I go, wow, you look like a fucking idiot right now. Like, you look like you don't know how to spell, which I don't. And you don't know how to type, which I don't. I type like a madman. But sometimes I go too quick and spell wrong. Yeah, that's me. And I don't stop. I always press enter. And I should stop. I don't know, guys, I don't know if these are our Sunday tickets or what. I hope they are, because I think we're going to make money if they are. Not this one. That's a fail. But I think we make some money, you know. 2-1 blank. Oh, maybe we don't. 2-1 blank 2. Whee! Yay, we get a bit of money. Not this one though. I was trying to have Kerper win. Kerper didn't pull through for us, guys. Talk like an Egyptian. Sometimes my hand just types words that are similar but not the same. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just our brains. I think, you know how I have a filter in terms of like a moral filter, but I do feel like I talk a lot sometimes, and I think that comes through with typing as well. And I think I just hit enter because I'm already typing the next sentence. And then I go, wow, this looks dumb. And it frightens me that when I was in uni, I used to write a whole ass essay, not look. I used to press submit on my essays without reading it back, and I'm like, I must have written some fucking weird ass shit that they had to read. I never read it back. I never reread an essay. Yeah, I never reread it back. I just raw dogged that shit. I was like, done. But like, do you guys not reread paragraphs over and over again as you like write them? My first draft was always my final draft, right, Crow? Because you'd left yourself the last 24 hours to write it, so you didn't have time for it to be. It always had to be your final draft. It had to be your final draft. Do you know what I did find, guys? Looking through my files, I found all my like essays that I wrote as an 18-year-old, and I also found my creative writing stuff from my English lit class that I had to submit for my A levels, and I read it back and I was like, this is scary. I was like, imagine being like, I'd written something about a dead baby. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is, I imagine my teacher writing it and going, what on earth? To be fair, she'd given us a prompt that was like a picture of some crime scene tape, but I don't know why I went for dead baby over like other stuff, you know? That's scary. I don't know how to get money out of this thing anymore. Like, I might have been a kid that they had to keep an eye on. Hannibal, you love that. Is that your favorite one from the Alveus stuff? In speech class in college, the teacher recorded our speeches so we could watch them back and improve. Oh god. You need nothing but Winnie. Winnie's cute. You like that one, Potty? Thank you for the biddies, Potty and Hannibal. My favorite, I actually think I like the frog one the best. Oh, I know, I like the fish one. Obviously. Like, duh. This one. I think this one's so cute. And then what's the frog? It's Georgie. But I don't know what. Oh, there it is. The Georgie one. Georgie. Georgie. Is anyone I feel like the crossover of people who might have actually engaged with this might be quite small. But has anyone been watching QT talking about her past month? Has anyone been watching any of those podcasts? It's quite refreshing to see someone talk about their experience. She got institutionalized for the past month because of her pet dying and then other trauma. It's been quite interesting to watch. It's reminded me because of Georgie the frog and Alveus and Maya and all that jazz. But it's been quite I don't know. It's been I quite like Cutie Cinderella. I think she I like how open she is about everything. Because it's hard subjects to talk about, you know? But her pet dying like fried her nervous system, basically. Because everything that she hadn't dealt with for the past whole of her life caught up with her, and it ended up with her getting institutionalized. And being so like, I appreciate people not wanting to talk about that stuff as well. Like, you don't have to. I appreciate her talking about it. It's very interesting and raw, and just nice to see someone's experience with that. Even though, like, I don't wish it happened to her, but like, it's nice to see someone talking about their experience, you know. But like, I don't know if you guys haven't seen that and that's something you're interested in. It's interesting. I'd give it a watch. She's tough as fuck. Yeah, she's cool. I had respect for it anyway because I think she's a bit of a badass. But like, it gives me even more respect, you know. One of my personal friends who streamed before COVID, her pet died and she went offline for years. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I've never had a dog or anything like that. I think there was a lot of things on top of. I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, in her own words. But it's interesting to watch. I don't know. And I hope she does better. I'll probably leave the country and fall off the earth when Kevin dies. Yeah. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin. We almost got hit by a car, by the way. I can't even imagine. Like, I've only ever had pet fish. And then, well, I had a pet cat. But I was too little to really, for it to really, like, rock my world. Do you know what I mean? I was too small. I was, like, 6 or 7, I think. Okay, I hate driving on this bit of the road, by the way. It's so slippery these days. After the cat I grew up with, I'm not sure I will ever get a pet on my own. I would love a cat. I would like a dog, but I don't think I can take care of a dog. As in, not that I'm not capable, I just think I'm too selfish. No, I think that, like, I can't. If in my head I'm like, oh, I have to go walk them like 3 times a day, blah 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 blah. If that feels like a chore in my mind, I shouldn't have a dog, and that's okay. I considered getting a cat or a dog recently, but I'm just not a person who cares for things. I like that I nodded about that, Bonnie. I was like, yeah, you're not a person who gives a shit. No, I think there's been times in my life where I've been ready to have a dog, and then times where I'm like, I definitely do not care to have to care for a dog right now. And because of that, I'm like, I can't get one. I can't get one.
Huh?
But if I did get one, this is the problem. If I did get one, I'd want it to be like a love German Shepherds, and that's a really active dog. Like, you can't just like leave that dog to its own devices. You can't. Which is why I like cats. Cats are cute, and you can also kind of leave cats to their own devices, and you just have to make sure they're fed and kept clean and healthy. I can do that. You know, I can do that one. I don't like the idea of being tethered to my house or need to plan for something, care for something, but at least I'm being fair to my pet by not getting one. Well, that's it, right? I'd like a cat. I'd like a pet because they're soft and cute and fun, but there's a trade-off. There's a trade-off, right? If I didn't live in a rural area and I couldn't just let my dogs out on a chain, I probably wouldn't have them. Yeah, fair. I mean, it's life circumstances, isn't it? I imagine maybe my life circumstances will change and I'll be like, oh, I'm ready to have a dog. But I feel like it's good to be like, I shouldn't have one right now, where I'm at. A cat has the potential to break all of the things in my apartment that I like. So I think, I don't know if my brother's lurking. My brother would like a cat, but also at the same time, my brother has a lot of things that a cat would eat and destroy. So... Like, I've seen Matt's cable management. Like, when you have millions, I can see you being one of those people with a huge fancy aquarium that take up a whole wall. As long as somebody has to... As long as I can hire somebody else to fine-tune it as well, then yeah, Nans, I would. But I have a... I don't know. It's weird for me now because I've seen a lot of those... I've been lucky enough to see a lot of those things in real life. And so sometimes seeing like an anemone in a fish tank with a whole bunch of like clownfish on it with like a little eel poking out a rock inside a tiny tank, it makes me kind of sad sometimes. So I don't know. I don't know. But I've had fish tanks before. Like I would like to get a big old I'd like to get a massive goldfish tank. I think that'd be really cool. I think I'd rather have like a freshwater big tank. I don't know. Maybe my problem is with marine tanks. Maybe my problem is marine tanks. I feel like marine tanks can be quite abusive. I don't know. My fam had a Leonberger. A plumped up German Shepherd. That's so cute. They're so cute. Fluffy and chill, except when it did its bluff bark. It was bluff barking. But would fall into a dead weight when someone said the word bath. Yeah, when it realized it was trying to get bath. That's cute. Just like a lake or something, like a pond. I keep being fed videos of this guy who's got a massive koi pond taking up his whole garden, and I think that's kind of cool. I don't know. Fish keeping is an interesting hobby. But we had a tropical fish tank that used to sit in our kitchen, and it had things like guppies in it and tetras and what else? We had like tiger barbs and some catfish and all that stuff. One of my friend's partner does aquariums and his saltwater tanks look so cool. So see, that's the thing. Saltwater. Look, it's why I didn't dive in England. Well, I did dive in England, but it's why I went and got a job abroad. Like saltwater fish, tropical fish are so cool, and they're so much prettier than all the grey fish that exist in England. Okay, but. I don't know. I feel like it's a very expensive hobby. Very, very expensive hobby. And some of it is quite unethical. A shrimp tank? Yeah. Sexy shrimp. I'll get some sexy shrimp. Sexy shrimp are cool. Very loud barking and stomp its feet, but it would run away once a barricade was breached. Oh my goodness. Back before Modern World in China, they used to have this ecosystem pond in each property with ducks, fish, and they'd get food from it as it looked after itself. My friend has admitted to me that she had a guppy tank that was self-sustaining because the guppies would inbreed and create so many fish that they'd just cannibalize themselves. And that was somebody who's a marine biologist. I was like, what the fuck are you telling me right now? Look at my tank full of mud trouts that no one ever, right? Disgusting. My mud trout tank. Also, do you know what freaks me out? You know, they say that some fish grow to the tank. Apparently that happens with a lot of goldfish. It just becomes a problem you can't solve. You're like, there's this fish that's got so big that it's now cruel being in this tank, but I can't afford a bigger tank. Like, and then there's this, there is an aquatic, I kind of want to go there. I want to see if he's still got loads of really cool fish, but There's a guy who had to rescue I think it was some kind of catfish in a tropical, I'd name the place, but it's in the village that I live in, so I'm not gonna. But it's this guy who sells fish, and he had to adopt this like catfish. And every time we used to go in there as a kid, when we used to get our like tropical fish, it was the size of the tank. And that's cruel, man. That's so cruel. Imagine if people were like that. With the bigger the house you get, the bigger you grow. Kind of fun. Yeah, torture, right? It's sad. Bro had a shark in an aquarium in a skyscraper. That's crazy. You know they don't. You know they've never kept successfully a great white shark in captivity. Like they've had great white sharks, but they die really quickly. Oh, I wasn't supposed to pull my thing here. What are we doing? We're waiting for 2 more car parts. That's what we're doing. Fortunately. Because they're bored out of their fucking minds. Yeah. This is what I mean. I feel like fish husbandry can be a bit abusive. So they might like rate like thousands of miles. Yeah. Well, yeah. Which is why a lot of people had problems with like SeaWorld and orcas and all that shit, right? Because they're migratory animals. I mean, look, most zoos and aquariums, if you take it at base value, are abusive, I guess. Like they're never gonna have the space that they would have in the wilds ever. They're never gonna have that. I do think zoos and aquariums are necessary. But there's a right way to do it, you know. But they are necessary, I think. Because I can't tell if I'm close to the thing. I love our local aquarium, Shark Tank. They take such good care of them. They'll probably be like little reef sharks. Oh, I've tipped it over again. They'll probably be like reef sharks, right? Like it's probably got like a grey tip and a black tip. White tip. It's the big pelagic one. Bamboo shark. They probably a wobbegong. Wobbegongs are weird. Have you guys seen a wobbegong? I never saw a wobbegong. I really wanted to see one. They're like little tasseled sharks. They're like carpet shark. You guys think some variation of Bigfoot exists? I want it to exist. I do want it to exist. But I feel like it might just be some freaky guy. I feel like I don't think it's a. I think sightings of Bigfoot might just be a human being a little freak in the woods. This is a wobbegong. This is a shark, guys. Look at it. What the fuck? I always wanted to see one of those, but I didn't get to see it. They're mostly in like South Australia. They have a cool name too. What's the other thing? There's another thing in Australia that I always wanted to... Oh, we're freezing. Hang on. Let's not freeze to death. That would be bad. That was me getting some takeout. You didn't shave. I think that things like that used to exist. I don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster. I think that's I don't think a Loch Ness Monster could exist in that anymore. I believe in like the only place where I feel like there could be something massive we haven't seen yet is the ocean. I think that's the only thing where I believe like a megalodon might. Maybe a megalodon doesn't exist. I feel like the megalodon might be the closest thing to some of these like massive, like mythical. Well, not megalodons did exist, but I feel like that's like the biggest thing that could maybe still exist. It would have to be some water thing, because creatures have a terminal size, right? I think. Like I think a creature can only be so big, if I remember correctly. Whatever it is hiding in the ocean, it can stay there. I don't want to know about it. It's probably going to be something like a big squid, to be honest. I mean, we already see those massive squids anyway, don't we? But I think the only reason Isn't there something about the only reason a blue whale can grow that big is because it's in water, right? Because it's got like water supporting their skeleton rather than a spine. Well, they still have a spine, but you know what I mean. Like a blue whale couldn't be that big on if it was on land. Water stops the organs crushing themselves. Yeah. Did you read about the big whale graveyard? No, I didn't. That sounds cool though. I remember watching, I don't know how many of you watched Blue Planet, but there's a whole episode on the life cycle of a whale carcass. And it's so interesting. Like it follows the journey of what happens when a whale dies. And that might be one of the best episodes they ever did. Where did I put that other box, by the way? Big whale graveyard, really recent. No, I haven't seen that. Yeah, whale fills are cool. They're casual. Life cycle might be the wrong phrase. Yeah. How you doing, casual? Casual, have you fixed your phone? Is your phone fixed? Because I know you were having trouble with that the other day. Is it? Okay, it's our bedtime. Oh! Hi, Epix. What's up, man? I was like, what is that? It's me, guys. It's me. Okay, I'm not going to eat the food yet. We're going to wait until tomorrow. But let's see if we got our thing that we need. I don't think we'll have a handbrake. Oh, why does the game do this to me? They're like, it's tan. I was about to celebrate, but it's not tan, guys. It's blue. Why does it keep coming out with tan, you know? Someone called it a whale necropolis is such a fun word. There's a stretch of almost 800 miles of ecosystem built entirely on whale falls. I wonder if they'll film that for the next Blue Planet then, because they'll probably definitely make another Blue Planet. It makes me wonder if they've like pre-gamed narration on a bunch of series with David Attenborough. Like just pre-recorded, just him talking about a whole bunch of shit that they can just continue to milk him after he's dead. In the Indian Ocean. That's so cool. There's still so much we don't know about those things. Like a lot of big aquatic things, we've never seen them like give birth.
Extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move.
Mm-hmm. True. Who did that? Epics, thanks Epic. You know that series of shorts where the Chinese lady sings about her engines are very, very complete? Please buy her engines. Yeah, I love her. Very, very good engines. Got that going on the front yard there. I do, yeah. I do. I love her. I love that there's like just a brand. I love that there's just like a virality of singing about your company in China. Like they go viral all the time for it. Just doing a little dance and a song about the most mundane things. Go on, give us a tan. Stay tan. Guys, we're being trolled. We need this, but in beige, guys. That's all that's pretty much, well, it's not all we're looking for, but it's 99% of what we're looking for, guys. The worst. Tidy that up in the morning. Can't be sitting in front of the fire on a cold winter morning. Right. Warming up. We're at the point where we've lost enough great people to know that we should celebrate them whilst they're still alive, and I was really happy about the Attenborough appreciation recently. It's... I don't know what the BBC is going to do. I don't know what the BBC are going to do. I feel like the BBC are going to just self-combust when he goes. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's cook some sausages. Why are we talking about the BBC? Why not? We're talking about, well, to be honest, we're talking about David Attenborough. Bruh. David Attenborough. Give me like the Queen passed all over again. I think more people will care about David dying, I guess. That's going to be my prediction. I feel like we won't get the, like, the pomps. Pomps? Is that the right word? We won't get all the ceremonies that we have with the Queen for like obvious reasons, but I think that the public will care more that David died. This is one of your favorite kind of karaoke songs. It's a good song, Katari. My bunker is very complete. Sorry, Casual, did you say that you managed to fix your phone? Let me have a look. No. Oh wait, you're still in phone limbo. Damn it, that sucks. We do have a few people who can make nature documentaries now, though. Apart from David, like Chris Packham. The thing that bothers me is I was like, oh, Chris Packham's kind of old too. We're gonna get new talent in the nature documentary scene, and the new talent is his stepdaughter. I was like, not that she's not qualified for the role. She's very knowledgeable, but I was like, fuck's sake, man. It's like we got the nepotism role. I went to a talk. I went to one of Chris Packham's talks when I was in Bristol Uni. Like he basically sat in a room and scrolled through his phone. Like he plugged his phone into the projector and like scrolled through all the pictures he'd taken on his phone and talked a lot about all the projects he'd been doing that year. It was very interesting. But he also like had all these memes that he had saved to his phone as well. So he'd be scrolling and talking about birds, and like all the bird rescuing stuff he'd been doing in Spain. And all the like bird poaching that goes on. And then there'd be an image of like, you know, Love Heart Sweets. Just 4 Love Heart Sweets together that spell cunt. And he was like, don't look at that, guys. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you imagine having the confidence to be so well known in your field that you can just go to a room packed full of people in real life and just scroll through your phone pictures? And have shit like that on your phone and it doesn't matter. Mental. It's just a chaos. Chaos. Alright, what do we got here? We can get rid of this. We don't need this. I want the achievement for selling like, for getting 100 marker, 1,000 marker for my scrap. And I don't know if we've got enough yet. But we don't need any of this. I need a handbrake. Give me a handbrake. I can't believe we don't have a handbrake. I can forgive not having the backrest because we can work on that. But where the heck is the handbrake, man? My big 5. Wait, are you talking about your 5 that you'd like to talk to? Wait, hang on. People, sci-fi, that sucks that made you sad. People lie about celebrities dying all the time, don't they, on social media? It's crazy. I met Chris. He's a real snob. He is a certain type of guy, yeah, Big Pooh. My big 5 is Steve Irwin, Anthony Bourdain, Amy Winehouse, Robin Williams, and David Attenborough. They're the 5 people that you'd like to meet. 5 celebrity deaths that have affected me personally. Oh, okay. Well, David Attenborough's not dead, Waffle. So he's still alive. He's not dead. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry about him. Yeah, okay. Guys, where's my clothes? There they are. Kobe actually affected. Were you big into basketball when, buddy? I know that basketball is quite. It was quite popular among boys during like the 90s. I mean, it still is, but I feel like it was. These baseball stars were huge. I mean, that's why a film like Space Jam could exist, right? I grew up loving the Lakers and Kobe was the first kid I saw who was so good at something. I felt like I grew up with. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, no, it's okay to be upset by that stuff. Like, that's fine. It's okay, you know? Okay, we'll get rid of this. I don't want to waste my tractor fuel just yet. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep... this is a lot of axles. We don't need this many axles. When I get my axle for the automatic transmission, I think what we're going to do is we're gonna probably go and get this fixed up in the shop anyway, so we don't need to worry about the quality of it. So let's get rid of like 4 of them, and we'll keep 2 spares. Betty White kicking the bucket, 2 weeks for 100th birthday, and the Happy Birthday Betty magazines were already printed, and the show's pre-recorded were probably the best prank in the history of prank. Yeah, that's rough, isn't it? That's a tough time. Betty hilarious the last second. She did it on purpose. Like as a middle school kid, seeing a high school kid makes the NBA and crush it is so inspiring. It's cool, and I do think there's a lot of American culture where it's like, you guys have like the dream, don't you? Like, not that we don't dream in the UK, but you have these guys that are like put on a pedestal, and they're like, they're living the dream kind of thing, you know. And I can see how that would happen a lot within like the basketball genre, basketball scene. Like I can understand that. I work too much. I don't dream. All right, we don't need this. Should we get the? Should we get the tractor? Should we move some of this stuff to Flatari's even if we don't sell it right away? Would that be smart? Okay, question. Do you guys think I have enough stuff to make 1,000 in scrap? Do you think we have enough? My scrap prices are... No, you don't think so? The last time we sold our stuff, we made like 2,000, I think. And the scrap prices are... Our scrap prices are 2.13. I mean, we could be doing better, but I think we sold it around this before, didn't we? I just don't want to, like... I just want the achievement. I don't want to pre-game the achievement. Let's put these wheels on. Let's go round again. Is it new I think it's new magazine day as well, guys. Let's go round again. It is new magazine day. Okay, here's a proposition then. Let's not take the tractor. Let's take a lot of the small stuff. Because I think we can pretty much just leave it.
Chicken, 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 some chicken for me. Chicken, chicken, chicken.
Well, I can move some of the stuff already, Zach, so it's less of a job, I guess.
Chicken
Right?
is my favorite.
We can make it be less of a job.
Chicken for me. The chicken song, that is.
But like, I'm pretty sure we could fit all of it in our... We could fit all of it into our... Do you know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about some rally car flying off and smacking the scrap across the, like... across the whole room. You bastards have made me actually learn that song. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Some chicken for me. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Some chicken I see. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken is my favorite. Chicken, chicken, chicken for me. The hell was that? It's the chicken song. The game would probably crash from all these items flying. Probably. But like, should I go to Flatari's? Should we take this? Like, Halloween, can you be Yoda and sing the chicken song? I could be Yoda. I could be Yoda. I never know what to be for Halloween. You be Baby Yoda? Well, what's the difference? What's the difference? If we're going anyway, might as well just drop stuff off. Yeah, I think so. I'm wondering if I should take all the like small things, but I know that the small things are going to get lost in the car, and then they're less likely to fall out of the tractor, I think. So I think we take some of these bigger bits, because these bigger bits are going to fill up the trailer a lot. And I think we need to check at Flatari's anyway. I think for the most part, for our car guys, we're going to keep a lot of what we've already set it up as. I don't know why we need to change that. The only thing we're really going to change is the gearbox, and then probably add like a better exhaust. But we're going to have to keep the old exhaust anyway, because the old exhaust will be for passing inspection. This year I'm going to be set on being the devil from Constantine for Halloween this year. I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, no, I have. We have watched The Devil from Constantine. We have watched Constantine. I forgot what you were talking about for a second. We have watched that. We did watch Constantine. Hi, Sleepy. What's that, man? That's one hell of a scrapyard. I know. I need to take some of the stuff to this. I need to take some of the stuff to Flatari's. I don't want to sell it yet, but I feel like starting to take items would be a good idea. Mr. Grimm, how are you doing? Guys, we can watch a longer movie this weekend. We had to watch a shorter one because I'm trying to not be a degenerate this week. Oh, but if you want to submit a movie to watch, feel free to put it in. Wait, hang on. Where is it? In the film and TV section in the Discord, there's like a submission thing. Movie night vote, that's right. Do you know what? Let me ping it now. At Movie Club. Submissions are open. Bam. Please only submit a movie if you would come, guys. But this is the movie submission thing. I'll show it to you guys. This is on my website, gnows.com. And if you come to the movie nights, you can submit your Crow. I submitted for you that one time, so it auto fills to Crow. Yeah, you can submit 2 movies. You have to put your name in, but like only if you show up, guys. And then all these are films that we've watched before. So if you're curious, like if we've watched it before, it doesn't go in the poll. But like these are all the ones that we've watched. Yeah, I shoved them. I thought about like if I click on that, you could add a description next to it, and I thought about doing review stuff, but can't be asked. Can't be asked. Guys, are we off to... Oh, I can't pick up that phone. It's going to be another wood delivery, and we cannot. We cannot. We should, because the money would be good, but we cannot. We don't have wood ready. Do you have Letterboxd? No. Well, I do, but no. I haven't updated it in years, and I'm really self-conscious of putting... This is going to be so sad, but I'm really self-conscious about putting like a well-thought-out opinion about a movie. One, because I think I don't know who gives a shit, but also, which is a really sad thing to say, but it's true. I don't make the assumption that people need to hear my opinion about it, but also my opinions on something is very, very personal, and I feel weird that someone would read it and go, this sucks. This is a shitty opinion about this movie when I give a shit about it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't need people to have opinions on how I feel about a film. If that makes sense. Now, if one of you guys just asked me what I thought about a film, I would happily tell you. I think I just mean random strangers. I think the internet is like a really unkind place, and I don't need random internet strangers who I don't know to like tell me that my opinion on something is shit. Maybe that's maybe that makes more sense, I guess. But like if you guys go, oh, how did you like that film, Gina? Or how did you like, you know, that show that you watched? Or how do you like that book that you read? I'll happily talk to you all day about it. I just don't need a fucking weirdo to tell me. If your fave movie is not the Emoji Movie, you've not seen enough movies. I think... Sure. Sure. I don't even think we put... This is so pointless doing this trip with this amount of stuff in the car. People are too mean for me to just throw out my honest, detailed thoughts all willy-nilly. Yeah. I like objectively bad movies. I also like good movies. And it makes me... I don't know. It makes me sad. It makes me sad when people don't sometimes get the point of something. That it's just fun to experience rather than it's a intellectually superior film kind of thing. Like I think that's what I have a hard time dealing with. Like I feel like a lot of people don't know how to have fun with just something that's objectively bad. If that makes sense. Alright, let's go this way. You're back. Welcome back, Minimoth. I can't remember what I was going to suggest other than the next Alien film. I kept, I didn't delete your submission on the submission form, Crow, so don't worry about it. It's still there. It was a film, Annihilation. It was Annihilation. But I kept it, I didn't delete it. I kind of just use Letterboxd with my friends to show each other what we've seen and not much depth behind it. No, yeah, no, that's fine, Yawn. Obviously, like, I mean, obviously people, if you enjoy writing a full ass review for something, like, do it, man. It's just not, I feel weird doing it. And that's something that I need to get over. I feel weird doing it because I just don't need people to tell me that my opinion sucks. I don't need that. You won! Good job, Minimoth. We're still waiting for more car parts to come in, Minimoth. The thing I dislike is old movies are objectively shit and full of plot holes and mistakes, but the same people who put those films on a pedestal are the same ones who rip a modern film for one or two mistakes in the whole film. Yeah. 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 I think I have a problem with some people think, and for the record, most people are not doing this. I think I have a problem with people acting like they're the opinion and they're the authority on something which is art. I think that's the problem I have. So to do it myself would be dishonest. If that makes sense. I know I did until my stream last night, the extent of the tunnel to my base that card made. It's an entire loop. Yeah, it's massive. He did it. He had like a train. He had a. He built it with a train. He had a train that like laid track down and stuff. I do think critiquing is important, and I understand. I understand why it exists. It makes me feel weird. I don't like it. But, I don't really. You know when people, a lot of people got upset with Starfield because they read all like, they read all the stuff leading up to it instead of just raw dogging it. And so their anticipation of what Starfield was built up in their mind to be something it wasn't. And a lot of people ended up not enjoying that game because of that. And I think that's so sad. I think that's so sad. Yeah, there is, Crow. There is a difference. Absolutely. Because I didn't look at anything to do with Starfield before I played it. I was just like, oh, it's Bethesda. I've enjoyed Bethesda games before. And I just played it. Especially because it was on Game Pass. It was free. And I liked it a lot. And I still think it's a really good game. I just don't think it was the thing that people built it up to be. Through, like, talk surrounding it and other people writing reviews and hi, hello. Our slipping and sliding. We're We're going to see Flatari. I think I might have something. I think I maybe bought something off of him. I'm not sure though. I have a coworker that only builds ships in Starfield. He hasn't finished the game. The shipbuilding is really cool. There's a lot of problems I do have with Starfield, but the game as a whole was fun. Yeah, but like think about a story game. I guess my answer to you, Jorn, would be think of a story game that you are compelled to play again, because for me that list is quite small. Like there's a lot of story games that were amazing and I had the best time ever, but I'm not compelled to play it again. Like I don't care to replay it. No French films. I think I mean we can watch some foreign language films if people look. Submit what you want to submit. If the people want to watch it, they will vote for it. I think the only thing that I'd say about films where people need to read subtitles is a lot of people passively watch films. I know that that's what I do, which is a problem in its own. But like I will passively watch a film where I'll be doing other things at the same time. So if I have to like zone in and read, sometimes it's hard for me. I have to be really in the mood to like sit down and read. Like I really want to watch Parasite with everyone. I think Parasite is such a cool film, but it's like Korean. You know, quite some kind of. I've always been playing Metal Gear and games like those. Same with Witcher 3. Oh, okay, interesting. But I guess mechanics wise, you want to experience the mechanics, I guess, again. But yeah, like you could say, look, I think the only films that I would really put a stinker on are films that are just like really pornographic, just really horny, or like. Violent in a like we've all watched horror films and enjoy them, but there are some films that are grotesquely violent for like no reason, I guess. I think avoid submitting those kind of films. But like we watched Substance. That's like a grotesque film, but it's not done in like a grotesque way. I guess the context is everything, right? Like people don't want to watch a whole bunch of gore because they're interested in gore. They're interested in the movie. They're not interested in looking at the body parts. You know what I mean? And some films just like to show that. Pointlessly graphic. Yeah, exactly. I think also this person is not around anymore, so I can freely say this. I don't even remember who it was anyway. But somebody, whenever I type in IMDb, this film comes up. Somebody submitted this once. Gien Dealman 23 crowd the comments. So I went up on IMDb because I was like, what on earth is this? I'm sure it's a very artsy and like film, I guess. But like 3 hours and 22 minutes, I was like, what the fuck? No, nobody wants to watch a French language film that's like 3.5 hours long on a Saturday night chilling. Like you got to be in the right mood for that. But somebody submitted that. My attention span is not long enough for that. Like this is not gonna happen. I mean, I actually don't think I put it on. I think anything over 3 hours. I think there's only been like 2 films that we really wanted to watch, right? That were over 3 hours, and it was Dune. We wanted to watch Dune, didn't we? And we actually ran it on a Sunday instead during the middle of the day. Lord of the Rings is an exception. Yeah, but I think we'd do a Sunday showing for something like that. Just because a lot of people are from Europe and cannot be like staying up all night watching that. You know what I mean? AKA me. Like it's not that I don't want to watch the film, it's that I cannot be staying up till like 4 a.m. Rare Sunday Junior experience. I'm around on Sundays. It's just I don't stream. I'm around. I just I think I just try to not engage with like so much of my own shit on a Sunday. Just because, I don't know, it's nice to not for a day. It's okay to stay up to that if that's your routine, casual, which it is your routine. It's just not my routine. Yeah, no. Gina calling us shit? No, I just think it's unhealthy to be plugged into my own Twitch channel 7 days a week. I don't think that's healthy. I even think the 6 days that I do right now is not healthy, but I ain't got anything else to do right now. So. And I already told you guys when I get a full-time job, I'm not going to do 6 days. I already told you guys that. My body is not made for getting up early. I naturally go nocturnal. I always have. No matter what I do, no matter where I live, no matter what my daily routine is, I always end up going nocturnal. So I don't know. I hate mornings. I hate Mondays. I wrote every essay overnight. Like I never wrote an essay in the middle of a day. It was always in the middle of the night, armed with a Red Bull. Like I just, yeah, it's just not for. All right, sorry, I'm just checking something. I saw I had a message from Paul. I don't even know if Paul's still here, but Paul sent me a TikTok that was called washing machine delivery. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, man. You know, I know exactly what it's going to be too. It's going to be somebody delivering a washing machine off the back of a truck and dropping it on the floor. My favorite thing that Paul posts, by the way, is when he posts the karaoke TikToks from that pub. I love that tickles him so much. I would stream 1 day a week, but the same amount of viewers as if I did the 6 days. Like 1,000 viewers or so in 1 day instead of 115 in 6 days. Honestly, Neil, that would be sick. I would love to do that. I love cool content, me too. I love that Paul sticks around. Paul's a good egg. He's been here for like 4+ years now, which is nuts. But Paul's a good egg. It's the magic of Twitch though, because like in real life, I don't know if me and Paul would have ever come across each other. But I enjoy Paul's company, and I think he's funny. And because of Twitch, I get to interact with him. But I don't think in real life we would have walked past each other in the street, you know? And we might have. We might have. I remember the first day I was in your chat was when Trump got elected again. Damn, son. That's funny. But I'm a bad sign, I think. No, you're not a bad sign. That's just very funny, though. I can remember a lot of times. I can remember going into a lot of people's chats for the first time. I don't remember Bobby at this point. I think I raided into Bobby because I think the first interaction I had with Bobby or Ella was because I raided into them through my winter car, my summer car. Nito, I raided into you because the first I saw of you was your clip from making the videos. See, this is the thing. If I didn't make those YouTube videos, I don't know. We wouldn't know Nito and we wouldn't know Neil. Like, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird how these things go. Never raid anyone. Well, we raided you and we were like, oh my god, it's Cat and Box Man. You came from YouTube? Nice. Yeah, quite a lot of people came from YouTube. And they never would have. Like, William and Offron came from Reddit, YouTube, I guess. Gonad came to Nito's and we came here. Oh, did you guys? Oh, interesting. See, that's the thing, right? Like, the first time I remember knowing you guys was from the video editing, and I guess the first time you guys know me is Gonad raiding in. What can I hear? Oh, I thought there was a car in game. Like, I know that Crow and Lilith would have come over from Shags over time. I don't know when you guys slipped in, but you slipped in at some point from Shags. Multiple platforms is essential for smaller streamers. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's a lot of people who got very salty last year that I got attention from my winter car. And it didn't happen by coincidence. Like I'd been making videos on YouTube for the past couple of years. Like it's not it's not a coincidence. You can't just sit there and expect things to fall into your lap, like to be blunt about it. You know, in a cabal. Oh my god, that actually was a thing that got you casual. It makes me so sad. Triggered. last year I got told last year it was said about me that I only have partner because I suck up to big streamers, and I'm like, fucking who? Fucking who, man? Hi Georgia. What if one day it does fall into your lap? It might, and it does for some people, but like chances are it won't. Gina forces me to collect materials for her and multiplayer games. I do, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, somebody said that about me with, oh my god. Do you remember the discourse casual on your Valheim server where people got mad that I sat and built while Bobby and Moth and the other guys went and got materials? And they acted like I was just a shitty person because I did all the building and made everyone go get resources for me. God, it's almost like we're a group of friends who a lot of people didn't want to build, and they were like, well, we want to take part. What can we do? But they're like, we want to take part. And they all built their own buildings in that village, by the way. They did all build their own stuff. But a lot of them went out of their way and they were like, well, I just want to play the game. And I'm gonna get this stuff for you, and you can use the materials. But no, I was made out to be just a massive shitter because I was forcing people to get materials for me and not playing the game. I can't win. I can't win. I specifically told people to see what Builder's Adventures, yeah. And the thing is, all these people who were saying this shit never once spoke to Bobby or Moth or Waffle. If they'd done that for one stupid ass second, they would have realized that they didn't want to build, they just wanted to play Valheim. And that's why they teamed up with me, because they knew that I would build the base. And it's not like, Waffle, you did build part of that base. Like, we all built parts of that base. I don't know, man. And for the records, things like that won't make me shrink away. It just, which I think is what they want. I think when people say things like that, they want someone to disappear or shrink away, and they'll come up with like a lot of that shit last year. People came up with like fucking lies, which has still made certain people to this day not want to talk to me. But I don't know, man. It's so weird. It's so weird, man. So weird. And I will not shrink away. So you can fuck off. I mean, evidently. Hi, Marie. What's up? Hello. Sorry, you caught me mid-rant. I got triggered. I got triggered. How our playthrough games go is 70% of the time we get mad at you bills. But it's not like if you guys wanted to build, I wouldn't stop you, and I don't stop you. And if you guys didn't want to collect the materials, I can't force you to. I feel like it's almost insulting to you guys, because they're acting like you guys don't have free will. Like, it's like, what, I can't force them to do it. I don't have magical powers. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not some kind of like master manipulator who can make people mine rocks in Valheim for me. Like, what does that even mean? It's so bizarre. I am a channel subscriber. I do not have free will. Did you ever return that tray? Yeah, sure. Friends helping friends to service, some just get jealous. I think that's what happened. Really sadly. But even saying that some people will call you a prick for saying things like that. I've had to learn how to bite my tongue a little bit in the past 4 years. And I'm not perfect, and I have said some things that I regret as well, but like I've had to learn how to bite my tongue in the past 4 years. And pick and choose, because some people are just they're not worth it. And I've also realized that the people who give a shit about you won't listen to that kind of stuff anyway, so. Okay. Like they know who you are. Oh yeah, Marie, but I do think I do have a responsibility to not dogpile on people, which I wouldn't anyway, but like I have a responsibility not to dogpile on people. Just go through life being miserable and hate it when others are having a good time. Oh yeah, absolutely. The people need to know. I've said things about certain people in the past, and then a couple of years later I've been like, I'm sad that I felt that way about that person, because things change. So I feel like it's good to just not, you know? And I guess what I've learned, especially in the last year, is because I didn't say anything at a time, is unfortunately some people will believe that person if you don't speak up, and you're just gonna have to live with that. But for the most part, those people will continue to be nasty, and people realize in the long run, people realize like if somebody's just nasty, they'll continue to be nasty, like, you know. Oh no, this isn't stuff on Twitch, but no, Yuan, I don't think it's good for me to go live and start being mean about people. I don't think that that's the thing that anyone should do, to be honest. And a lot of the problems last year were because somebody was going live and being mean about 2 of my friends, and then I stuck my nose in it, and then it all fell on me. That's what happened last year. Why is she okay? She's just stood there, guys. Is she okay? Guys, is Brenda broken? Brenda? She's dissociating. There's no Sunday Gina. I'm so sorry. I fixed it, guys. I just needed to buy a magazine. There we go. Ooh, we got boxes, guys. Let's go. Okay, that's it. We got boxes, though. And a new magazine. Right, we got to manifest a tan bench. And I know you guys sometimes worry and go, you need an outlet. Don't you worry, I have an outlet. There are people in this chat now who have heard me have a little rant about people, and it's good as long as you have, as long as that's a safe person to talk. But everyone does need an outlet, right? Okay, we were talking about you, Pone, right? Funnily enough. You need people who are around you who can just listen and not do anything about it, you know? Is this a fresh playthrough? It's not the playthrough from the start of the year, no. If that's what you're asking. It's not a fresh playthrough. We're just trying to do an historical inspection, Chiz. Which means that it's... I hope you were well today. I am doing well. I had a driving lesson before stream. And it went... Not that last week's driving lesson went bad. But I feel so much more confident for Thursday now that I've done this lesson. Which I assumed I would, but like, yeah, I feel so much more confident now. There was a moment where I was like, I don't feel incredibly confident for the Thursday, but I feel a lot better now. And the thing is, the things that I am cocking up on, we have time to, like, I always cock up the first time, and then I don't do the same mistake twice, and we have like an hour before the test to practice. I can get my shit parallel park out of the way. I can get my shit reverse bay park out of the way. Actually, I'm quite good at reverse bay parking. But I can get all my shit ones out the way. Then lock in. You can do great. But it's okay if I do fail. It's okay. I don't want to, but it's okay if I do fail. The worst punishment for failing, guys, is having to rebook a test on the UK system. Ugh. I was watching a video last night because they've changed the rules in the UK, and before you could, they've changed it so that you can't, unless you have like a mitigating circumstance that you'd have to specifically like apply to as a real person. You now can't book a test that's on the opposite side of the country to where you live, which is what people could do before. Which is what was people were buying tests and reselling them. They were reselling tests. People were spending £200 to get driving tests on top of like the normal fee. There's literally test scalpers. Yep. It's not even a joke. There's test scalpers in the UK. And so they've changed it so that you can only switch to 3 of the closest. When you book a test, you could only change to 3 of the closest test centers near you now. And I think you can only swap. You could only swap the test like twice before you have to again like apply for mitigating circumstances. And the statistic that made them change this is that 65,000 tests last year were booked and had no-shows. 65,000 driving tests last year were no-shows because they'd been bought by scalpers and not been able to be resold in time. 64,000. That's 64 times 40 minutes. So no, they do have a deposit, sci-fi, but I imagine they're managing to resell. Like I've already paid for my test, even though I haven't done it yet. I paid for it when I booked it. But they make so much money from reselling that they can take that loss. Yeah. It takes 6 months to get a test. It's taken 6 months to. It takes 6 months. Like to book my original test, I had to book a test 6 months in advance. I had to wake up at 5:30 a.m. because the new tests get added at 6 a.m. I had to wake up 5:30 a.m. and refresh the test page and get put into a queue. And then the first week I did it, I still didn't get a test. Do you know you're drinking? No. Oh, you mean water? Yeah, I'm drinking water. And the day that I managed to book a test, guys, was when I was in London. Remember when I went to the Capsule Hotel in London after going to Caden's birthday the night before? That's when I managed to book my test. I was in a little capsule hotel on my phone at 5:30 in the morning. In like a little box. Rent collecting behavior like that pisses me off so much. It is annoying. Like, and I was talking about it to my driving instructor today, and I said, "Do you think it's going to help?" And he goes, "Not anytime soon, but over time it will help." Like, there's just a massive backlog, and like this system was broken, and it took COVID creating a massive backlog to reveal how broken the system was. Unfortunately, but like people make bots to automatically. People were making bots to automatically, like, buy up all the tests that would appear on a Monday. It's fucking... And it's got to the point where they're having to bring in the army to clear the backlog. Like, they're having to get military members to become test invigilators for a hot minute. Biblical greed, yeah. It's nuts. So if I fail on Thursday, which is a possibility, I'm gonna have to wake up at 5:30 a.m., book a test in Lincoln, and then hope that somebody cancels, and I can then slide into that thing. Now the problem with trying to get the problem with trying to get a cancellation is they get snapped up so quick. Because the majority of people who are booking tests have had to book it 6 months in advance and don't want that 6 months in advance slot. They don't want it. So it's just it's a constant game of trying to bring your test date closer. That's what it is. It sucks so bad. Like having to go through it, it sucks. It sucks. So like there's part of me that's like, Gina, you better pass. Better pass, because I don't want to have to go through that shit again, man. Like, I guarantee it will be another month before I get to do another test if I fail. Ugh. My overreaction of the day, scabbing should be made punishable by death. The thing is, like, I call it, like, the Beanie Baby mentality as well. It's like the same thing with collecting. We have so much plastic tat in the world and so much stuff that has been made as a collector's item. Except for the fact that everyone's buying it, so no one's going to care. No one's going to care in 50 years. No one gives a shit. Because it's not something that's like uniquely become rare. It was made to have abundance so people could collect it and keep it in a fucking box. Pristine. Because on the promise that one day they can make a lot of money on it. And for that reason, those items won't be valuable. Like, it's so dumb. It's just people, it's just overconsumption of tickets, of money, of... No, I'm Funko's #1 hater. You can't take that from me, Waffle. That's my, I'm the hater. I fucking hate Funko Pops. I want you guys to know in chat that I love you all very much. But if me and you were to go on a date and I came round to your house and you had a pile of Funko Pops stacked up against the wall, I would probably not go for a second date. With love. But that doesn't mean that I hate you as a person. It's just that it's not for me. You know, I just can't do it. But like, if that brings you joy, hell yeah. If that brings you joy, you buy what you need. How many though? I'm talking about the people who like, do you know the people who have them like stacked floor to wall, like to ceiling? It's okay that it brings you happiness. We just won't be getting married, and I hope that's okay. Like, like I'm happy it makes you happy. But we won't be getting married. Yeah, you can have it. There's only like 6. Yeah, and they bring you joy, and that's okay. It's like the modern equivalent. Guys, why is the car... I didn't put the handbrake on. People with porcelain dolls in the past. Porcelain dolls... I think your mentality behind collecting porcelain dolls is whether or not it gives an ick to me. If you were buying porcelain dolls... with the pretense that, like, you know, like the people who, the people who buy the realistic babies. That freaks me out. If you're buying porcelain dolls like that for that reason, then we won't be getting married. Sorry, but like, I don't know. Reborn dolls are scary. They are. And there's a lot of unethical shit to do with that, which I'm not going to get into because it's a little heavy, but there's a lot of like really scary shit that goes on with reborn dolls. Guys, it's not the thing we need. Yeah. Oh, we got an automatic gearbox. I think we already might have one of those. Or it's like that side quad. Look, like I say, if it makes you happy, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I'm just not gonna get married with you. That has to be okay, you know? But you will find somebody who will want to get married. Yippee! Guys, we did it. We need one more item. We need one. We need the handbrake now. That's all we need. All we need is a handbrake. But we've got the backrest now. I think that's the backrest. Watch me go back and it's the bench. Oh my god, it is, isn't it? No. Never mind. Never mind. Damn it. We got edged. Georgie, you're fine. I'm just a hater, don't worry. It doesn't matter what I think. You know what I mean? I'm just a hater. Like I say, if they bring you joy. Oh yeah. There's a lot of things in my room that a lot of people would look at and go, "What the fuck?" So it's okay. It's swings and roundabouts, you know. Like what? I mean, to hand, I imagine the fact that I have like a little Mario Kart would give some people the ick, you know, like, or like a Pit Boy, you know. Yeah, literally my box of ocean trash. I do have some trash that I pulled out the ocean that I have in a picture frame. Some people are like, "What the fuck? Why are you keeping a piece of trash?" I have like I have like a jar full of bottle caps up there, and a jar full of shells, and a jar full of rocks. And they're like, "Why are you keeping all these the jars?" My kids when they play my summer car and my winter car. Yeah, but you know what? Waffle still comes here, guys, even though it's her ick. Because guess what? Me and Waffle don't need to live with each other. We don't need to live with each other, you know? Another Axel? Have a bottle cap and shell jars? Hell yeah. My biggest thing is those streamers on Twitch. I can't understand how anyone would watch those people. I hate streamers. Alright, did we get a handbrake? Go on. I don't think so, guys. I don't think we got a handbrake. Damn it! Hi, water dance. Wait. Wait, are you saying about what? Are you saying about the shells? Water dance? There are rocks and bottle caps. It's nice to see you, water dance. I hope you're doing well. I don't think we've spoken to each other in a hot minute. She said she hates streamers. Oh, okay. Do you know what I hate? I hate when streamers say something and they immediately like forget what they say. So that somebody responds to them in chat and then they're like, "What? What are you talking about?" That's my ick, guys. That's fucking rough, isn't it? All streamers do it. It's okay. Yeah, it's true. Gina, that's a whittle, are you? I saw a tweet the other day with someone saying that, and they went, "Would you like me to put the question in my response?" So, would you like me to frame it around that? When you have downtime, yeah. Well, you're always you're a very busy person, aren't you? Nito, thank you for gifting. Thank you. I also collect stamps and pin badges and Lego and vinyl and coins. I'm in a minimalist nightmare. Me too, Georgia. Me too. Like, it's awful. Hang on, let me get in the house. Look. They're all aquatics. They're all stamps with fish on. And then when I was a kid, I liked to collect the these ones. Ones with the queen. Like the big ones at the bottom. And I collected that as a kid, and all I did was buy like a pack of. I bought like a big bag of like returned stamps in there. And then the fish stamp. So I do have my own. I do have my own stamp collection, but my granddad used to collect stamps. My dad's dad, and he also like did. He traveled a lot. He like wanted to do missionary work. And he had like stamps from all around the world that he kept collecting when he would go around there. And when he died, my dad took the stamps, and then my dad's like a year or two ago was just like, I'm gonna get rid of the stamps. I don't really want them. Do you want them? And I said, not really, because I don't really want like books and books and books of stamps. But what I did is I went through. I kept one that was all flowers because my granddad made a stamp. My granddad made a stamp album for my grandma that was all just flowers, and my grandma would use them as a reference for painting. And then so I kept the flower stamp collection, and then I kept, which it's just one book. And then I went through all of his, because my dad had already like gone to go have them looked at and work out if they had any value or not, and they don't really. And so I flicked through, and I took out every stamp that had like a fish on it or like a shell or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep these ones that filled that photo frame. And I think that's maybe the best way that I could have done it without just becoming a hoarder. You know what I mean? like I've managed to make something out of it, which is nice. And it doesn't take up an insane amount of space. I think that's... Oh, guys, this is our last sausages. What time is it? Okay. Better than having a boring closed book of them on a shelf. Yeah, for sure. Minnie Moth, why are you crying? Why you always crying? Why you always crying? Why the fuck you crying? Hi Hadrus, bonjour. I forgot about that song. Why the F you crying? What song is that? Why the hell you crying? I had a hard Father's Day yesterday. I had big thoughts about my dad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Custy. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But you know what? It's nice. It's a hard day, but it's nice that you can sit and remember them. You know, like that's nice. Are you always? Oh, it's lying. It's not crying, guys. It's, oh my god, it's not crying, it's lying. Hang on. Make sure we don't freeze. How the hell you lying? He made a full length song, guys. Oh my god, guys. What is, help me. I don't care about, oh. I didn't know they made a whole song. Yeah, tell us. Lying. Why you always lying? I forgot about this. That just came out of my, like... Do you not remember this, Nito? You don't remember that? Back in the Vine days? Yeah. The other one that was like stuck in my head was the best cry ever. Oh my god, guys, if we'd have let it autoplay, it was gonna autoplay Rapping for Jesus. We cannot autoplay that. We cannot autoplay rapping for Jesus. This, I used to love this video. Where deep down in my heart, I still love you. I don't know if I could have, I don't know if somebody did this in front of me, if I could have like been chill. I think really unfortunately I would have started laughing. Especially if I was the camera person. These arms come out of nowhere and just start like consoling him as well. So inconsiderate. Mariah Carey, but she slipped on some ice. What? I'm scared. I bet it's all I want for Christmas is you. And that's when she slips. That's my prediction, guys. We've got into old YouTube. She's got to slip at this. She's got to slip at this part. Stupid. That's really stupid. That's really dumb. Gina, did you make this? No, I did not make that. I did not make that, Nito. It's really happened. Why are you laughing? The only video that I made, and it got a lot. It used to be my most viewed. It used to be my most viewed video on YouTube. Because Disney stole it from me. Disney stole this from me. Mini rough like that one. I made this 8 years ago. And it's the most low effort thing you've ever seen in your life. But YouTube Kids stole it from me. I couldn't even be bothered to chroma it out properly. Like his lettuce is missing. I didn't even chroma. I didn't even track him. I just look. I zoomed in at one point to try and make it a little bit more exciting. That was it. And now they own my Twitch channel. No, Disney can't get me. Disney cannot get me. But the YouTube Kids stole that from me. Disney should thank me for making them so much money. You're welcome, Disney. All right, back to the magazine. Disney can suck a fat one. They probably do, and they enjoy it. That's how Disney got rich. Yeah. When are we getting more content like that? Do you know what TikTok I wanted to make, but I haven't done it yet? Me playing that fish game. And the guy asking if I treated the fish well, and then it just cutting to me spinning the fish around going, woo! That's what I was going to make the other day. I haven't done it yet. Whoa, Minnie Mouse, look at that. Little squished face. Oh man, I just opened up No, I didn't open up Ghost Ship. I lied. Alright, let's buy this cheap stuff, guys. It is you. It is me! Whoa. That's crazy. It's me. Me. My missus came in and he was spinning that fish and asked what the fuck is she doing to that fish? Sometimes you got to spin a fish, you know? Sometimes you got to do that. Okay, we don't want that. Automatic brake line. I don't think I've seen handbrake be written down. Guys, if you see handbrake, because brake line is not handbrake, is it? It's just not. Do you know spin a fish in any game? Handbrake on the right page. Oh, really? Okay, we'll get it in a hot minute. I'm not interested. Cheap shit. I'm gonna get this one. It doesn't. There doesn't seem to be any. There's no backrests. Oh, handbrake! Let's go! Alright, we'll get the handbrake finally. And then we'll get this because it's 80. Backrest, there's one. Oh, backrest for 120. That's nice. There's a handbrake here as well, guys. Man, you wait for a handbrake all day and then two come along at once, don't they? What the heck? This is 90. It's just if we can find one cheaper, I'll get the one that's cheaper, you know? Rear bench, that's not what we want. Steering rack, air ducts, muffler, ignition coil, fender, instrument panel. Okay, so the one that's on the other page is the best one, and then we'll order the cheap ones because you never know. Handbrake. I'm gonna start streaming under the name Gliparps and also play my winter car. You should do that, Yon. You should do that. Why not? The trout twiddling tournament going at the TTT, you know? Trout twiddling tournament. Ernie. Gilops is a good username, actually. You can have that. Okay, perfect. We got the Appa on the phone, unfortunately. Okay. So, we know that we're at least... Look, the backrest is something we need for the historical inspection, but it means that once we've got this item, the handbrake, we can put the car together and try and turn it on and have it working. So we've got that. It should be tomorrow that we can do that, finally. And then we just got to keep ordering until we get that backrest. And then we're done. And then we can switch the transmission out for an automatic transmission. And we can start working. My goal for people who are not knowers is to win. There's an achievement. Let me see if I can find it. Because this guy's talking for a hot minute. Bad guy career. I'm not saying over world. So we're gonna get this one hopefully. Bring over 1,000 kilograms of scrap metal. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know how. That's crazy. Does it have to be in one go? It surely. Oh my god. Oh, I've just had a realization that this might be during a lifetime, not in one go. Need to stop as well. Non-worker, one full month without official job. I should get that one soon, surely, right? 1,000 boxes. You having fun? Absolutely not. We still got a whole bunch of video game ones to get, guys. Finish champagne at the winner's circle. I still don't remember. I don't know what this one is. I don't remember what the government investor one is. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. I don't know what prepper is. I don't know. Wizard, I don't know how it... We're going to have to lock in for the wizard one. Here, luxurious rally driver. I think we could do this. Rally race finished with automatic transmission. So we don't have to win. We just have to finish it. So we can just get that. So we'll switch it out for that. And then after that, once we get that achievement, then maybe we work on the ice race. Or we start again and try and build another car. But I want to do a whole bunch of rallying before we do that, you know? This one. Oh, my eyes just vibrated. This game, for some reason, makes my eyes do that. Like, is it called neurismus? I don't know what it's called. I typed in neurismus and it corrected to. They're like, do you mean narcissism? And then I just put neurismus eyes and it went, do you mean narcissist eyes? No, I don't. Can I do that, Will? I used to... Nystagmus. What nystagmus, guys? We were almost there. My eyes did that. But I used to be able to... So it's a thing... I used to do it all the time when I was a kid. You can detach, like, something and... Oh, I can do it. I can still do it. I can like vibrate my eyes back and forth really fast. And I think it's some people have the ability to like detach something, right? And do it. I can do that. But it might not be the most you have to look like really close up to someone to know if they're doing it or not. But yeah, I can still do it. It's a thing. You can like forcibly make your eyes vibrate. Somebody knows what I'm talking about, right? Hang on. I can fake cry that way. You can. Oh yeah. Welcome on in, man. Also, Robin. Is your name Robin? You've just got a bunch of like numbers in the way. It's like R14 B9 in. That is like Robin to me, but with numbers. Thank you for the follow. Oh. The ability to rapidly shake your eyes on command is a party trick known as voluntary nystagmus. About 5 to 8% of the population possess the physical ability to consciously control their eyes in this way. That's me! I can do that! I can do that. But my eyes will just do that sometimes anyway. I don't know if anyone watches Molly Burke on YouTube, but her eyes do it all the time, but it's because she's blind. It's the place, it's the motion. It's creepy looking. I can flare my nostrils too. I know a lot of people can't do that. Like I'm a little rabbit. Can anyone wiggle their ears? I can't. My mum can wiggle her ears. I can't wiggle my... Oh, wait. There was one backrest, wasn't there? Where is it? I bet if you could wiggle your ears, you would fly away. What are you implying? What are you implying, bro? Well, I see yesterday. Guys, where was the backrest? Not that you have big ears, it would just be funny. Yeah, you're right. That sounds like something my grandpa would say. Guys, does anyone know where the backrest was? I swear there was one. Is the way of fate. Here it is. 120. Thanks, bipedal. I think I've ever thought about how big your ears are when I think about it. Show ears? Normal ass ears, not fun. Yeah, sorry. Sorry to let you down, Pele. I got normal ears. My bad. My bad. Do I need to order anything else? I don't think so, right? We've ordered both the cheap-ass ones. I don't think there's any more backrest. Bring back the AIs. Don't we have an emote that's me bold? We have that, right? Hi, Joby. What's up, man? We do. Like, actually? No, that's Bobby. Oh, mate, we don't. For some reason, I thought we did. Waffle usually takes emotes of me that make me want to die in a hole. The amount of times Waffles posted a 7TV made Meth upload a 7TV emote, and I've gone ew when I see it is upsetting. Hi, Lack Boy, what's up? I am bold. Guys, I'm like fighting between eating that food, those sausages, and not having anything to eat when we play next time, because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to cook these. We're going to eat these sausages now. We're going to load up tomorrow. I'm going to wait until I'm hungry. And then we're going to end up like, we're going to end up starving. Could eat beer tomorrow. I don't want to be an alcoholic. I can't believe I can't even use the one emote you made. What did you make? I don't remember. What did you make, Peely? Which one? Oh, the monkey. The dongle skog. Yeah. Well, Pele, you know, that's for the... I had to put it there. You could just upload it to 7TV. It's nice that it's behind a paywall. Makes it rarer. Yeah, it's a rare emote. It's a rare emote. For the record, Hele took this photo. He went to IKEA once. 7TV, please load. Open image, new tab. Hele this is a very poor image. It's all I have right now. Hele went to IKEA and found the found one of the IKEA orangutans years ago. Guys, we liked IKEA orangutans before it was cool, right, guys? We liked it before it was cool. Pele found this in IKEA and took a picture, and it looked like it's going off to heaven. I created the trend. Pele created the trend, okay, guys? Fuck, punch the fuck-ass monkey. Yeah, let him know. People don't even care about Punch anymore. People don't care about Punch. People don't care about Mudang. They just care about them when it's a trend. They don't give a shit anymore. IKEA monkey is for life. Rip Harambe. Hi JJ, good morning. Rip Harambe, guys. Or Harambe. They don't care about him anymore. Miniboth is busy. I put all my coins on heads. Nice. Did you win? You won. Won. Good job. Now, imagine you put all your points on tails and just lost all your money. That's what happens with gambling, guys. Do not get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Sausages out for Harambe. Get it. Sausages, dongas raised for Harambe. You lost your money. See, this is what happened to Zach. Zach lost all his money. All the money. Guys, we're going to eat this sausage, and then we're probably going to go play Zero Parades for 2 hours. And you better be okay with it. Because I only play Zero Parades like once a week at this moment in time. And I probably should have locked in and played it some more over the week, but my god. That was next month's rent. Check seatbelt. We're buckled in, Mini Moth. Do we have to wear a seatbelt to seatbelt? Do we have to wear a seatbelt to eat sausage? Yes. I eat seatbelt. Yay to Espionage's great mustache. That's right. That's what we need. Oh my god. Don't pick up the phone, guys. Do not answer that call. Do not. We don't have any wood ready. Do not answer the phone. Okay? Not. I'm going to talk to them. Wow, all the sausages turned at once. What a rare treat. Right, so guys, the first thing we do tomorrow, do not let me forget, we have to go buy sausages, otherwise we might die. We have no food in the house. We have beer, but if we drink beer, we run the risk of, we run the risk of becoming an alcoholic again. We can't be doing that, guys. We can't run the risk of becoming an alcoholic. But we need sausages, okay? Right, I'm gonna go to the toilet. Because I genuinely haven't got up in 4 hours, which is abysmal. Ginny will be the next Prime Minister. Yeah, I will actually, yeah. Yeah, that's the real reason I was late to stream by 5 minutes, guys. It's because I was on the phone to Keir Starmer, and he went, "Hi, Janelle, we've really been enjoying what you've been doing in my winter car recently. You please do that for the country." I said, okay. The GP. GPs get a lot of money. All right, I'll be right back. I opened my door. I just got hit like the smell of weed. I was like, what? I think my next door neighbor likes a cheeky one every now and again. but like, we've had our bathroom door open all day, and I walked out and I went, oh. No, it's definitely not. No, definitely not, Crow. That would have happened. They do not, as far as I know. Like, they do not. But we have a new neighbor. It's either so my house is on a corner. So it's either somebody standing on our street corner, A possibility, or it's the next door neighbor, because I think I don't think she's like a big smoker, but I'll occasionally smell cigarette coming in through my bedroom window because my bedroom looks onto her garden. But it is weird that I didn't smell the weed until I opened my door. All right, guys, we're playing Zero Parades, which I'm excited about. I'm trying to remember what we did last time. This happens every week. I don't remember until we get into the game. It's like a fun little It's fun to just completely forget everything that you've done, and then as soon as you load it up, you're like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." I'm the type who doesn't like to even swear on my parents, but since it got legalized, I asked Dad if he would partake, and we had a chat about weed, and I was like, "Wow, who are you?" Let's go. I mean, there's such taboo about all this stuff, right? There's so much taboo. But like, I think a lot of people, especially, I mean, you got to remember, a lot of these guys grew up in the 60s. Peace and love, man. Or like came off the back of the 60s. The best spy ever. Like, we didn't invent weed. You know, I think sometimes people forget that. All right, perfect. Awesome. All right, let's load up, guys. There are parades for dead spies. Oh, I remember. Sorry, it's honestly just come to me. We found that lady in the housing thing. We found